boxing news, and I am live for the Gervonta Tank Davis, Frank Martin, David Benavidez, Oleksandr Gvozdyk, lightweight, light heavyweight extravaganza, and we have it on PBC Prime, and they're doing their thing. We got Trino, Pacino, Frank about to shock the world. Counterpunch to you. Trino Pacino coming in with another one 2 times. Benavidez will get hurt in this fight. That's very interesting. We have to wait to see. The Matias fight won't last long, bro. I can't wait. This is a stacked card, though. We have Adamas versus Goucher, which that's a good fight all by itself. Okay, if you don't know Goucher, Goucher's been around for quite some time. You know, he's fought pretty much everybody. You know, the Charlos, he's fought Lara. You know, now he's in there with Adamas. Then we got the killer, the Puerto Rican killer, Matias. So it's going hard. Marlon Thornell, member. Kurt in the house. What's good, brother CP? Counterpunch to you, bro. Counterpunch to you. A lot will be revealed because they got Goucher has Manny Robles in his corner. Shout out to Manny Robles, man. I still say Manny Robles is one of the most underrated trainers of this era right here. And, you know, he was the one that led Andy Ruiz to do what Andy Ruiz did by shocking the world at everything and anything that people thought he couldn't do. But he did. But he did it with that man, okay? So, you know, I look at it like that. My guy Kurt, I'm watching the fight on my PS5. Jordan Benson, I already envy you because I ain't got one yet. I haven't got one yet, man. I haven't got one yet. I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens in counterpunch to you, brother. Jordan, counterpunch to you back, bro. Mac, what's up, Kurt? Man, just getting it in. Okay, so this is going 12 for 12. Oh, this is a close fight. Man, I'm excited about this fight, too, because we got David Benavidez. You know, he's been talking up Canelo for a long time, right? And he's been talking up Canelo, but at the same time, he's untested at the weight class that he's moved to. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, not all, but a lot of times when people do that, they think, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this before it's actually done. They run up on a snag, okay? That's what you call a snag. You know? Stuart, what's up, brother? What's good? Counterpunch to you. Man, everything's good, man. I'm just eating some hamburger helper. Finally got a day off. A real fighter. Member. Counterpunch to you, brother. Man, that brisket's fire, man. And I had to working out a little bit. I have the guy beating David today, Michael Buffer. Timothy Walker. What's up, Kurt? How many fights left before Gervonta Tank Davis? Maybe about 4. Because when this one's over, I think you got Matias. And then after Matias' fight, you have the co-main event. Or you might have a fight. Let me see. Let me check that out. That's a good question. So let's see here. Let's see all they have in the hells. Because I was sold on this. Like when I seen Benavidez versus Gvozdyk, then of course Martin versus Davis, I was like, okay, I'm watching it. I'm getting it. No, Gary Antoine Russell versus Alberto Puello. Okay, and then Carlos. So we have Well, wait a minute. Now, Matias ain't fighting tonight. So we have 4 fights. So this is actually the first fight of the on the card. So after that, we have Gary Russell, Antoine Russell versus Alberto Puello. And then we have the main event. Timothy Walker. Okay, counterpunch Kurt from London. If Gvozdyk beats Benavidez tonight, please don't call it an upset. It won't be. I won't. Who said I would? Look, I like David Benavidez. I think David Benavidez is a very entertaining puncher. But I think the same thing. Well, I like David Benavidez a little bit more than someone like Callum Smith. But then I always wanted to see Callum Smith versus David Benavidez. So, you know, even though I like the Gvozdyk challenge, I like the idea of Gvozdyk fighting David Benavidez because Gvozdyk's a former champion. We all know what he did to Superman Stevenson. We all know what he did to him. And he's still around, but still, it was scary. And that shows you Gvozdyk can take shots as well. But it also shows you what Superman did against Gvozdyk versus what Benavidez did against Gvozdyk. You know, so, you know, you have to look at it like that, man. It's like, okay, you know, Benavidez, dude, what is this dude punching with? You know, dude punches like Rocky Marciano, and then he punches more rapidly because he hits you again and again and again in these rapid, brutal, unrhythmed, timed flurries, you know? When was the last time you didn't buy the pay-per-view? The only time I won't buy a pay-per-view is because I can't. That would be the only reason I wouldn't. You know, if I'm out of the country and I know that country, you can't buy it. You have to get it somewhere or watch it somewhere, you know? Junto Coro, Wepa Kurt. Yo, those prelims, very nice. That 19-year-old looked pretty sharp. Counterpunch to you, Junto. Richard T. Martin. Counterpunch to you, Richard. Oh, Isaac in the building. Kurt, are you going to cover Subriel Matias? Is that tonight? I think he's fighting Paro, right? Yeah. Johnson Carbone in the building. You're the man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Well, that was a kind of a behind the head shot. Mr. Adames. Yes, it's soon, like an hour from now, he will be fighting. Was that on ESPN? I don't like it when David keeps talking about people in sparring. It's going to come back to bite him soon. Michael Buffer. I did a video on Martin Bacoli today. If you guys, I don't know if you guys saw it yet. But I think something tells me that talking about stuff in sparring is like the Drake curse. It's like bad luck. It's like hoodoo. Because when you start talking about something that you did with someone else while in sparring, which sparring is practice, you know what I'm saying? So it's not on an official scale. It's not really this 100% bragging rights. I think it's like the minimum of what you can do based on headgear, protection, preparation, because who's to say that guy was taking you 100? You may be going 100, but that doesn't mean the other guy was. And you might have pieced them up a part of that sparring, but it's sparring. And what I say about sparring, what you have to understand is all sparring, the things and the clips and the moments and the time frame and the mirrors of time, right? The windows of when you saw what happened in this particular round of sparring, it's all out of context. All of it. Unless you sit there and watch round after round after round, that's how you can get a clear story of what the hell is going down. Bars, right? Because remember when Paulo Malignaggi sparred Conor McGregor? If you can remember that. And like it had 5 seconds of Conor back, going upside Paulo Malignaggi's head. But Paulie was like, why didn't you show the whole thing? You can't just, hey, wait a minute. Why are you just showing that one part where you got the best of me? Why are you showing that? Why don't you show the whole round and see how it, and then you can judge the round properly and fairly, just showing 10 minutes here or 10 seconds there. So even if someone does get the best of you, just the best of you, who said he's getting the best of you the whole time? So counterpunch, man. Kurt, did you watch the CBS Richard Riapori? It was the worst world title fight. I'm glad you didn't even live stream it. No, I didn't see it. And I think Richard's distracted by, I think Richard is distracted by, Madonna. No, I'm just looking at this this old Floyd fighting Pacquiao. Wallin, White, Hergovic all boasted about sparring triumph only to get beat. Yeah, that's what happens though. You shouldn't do that though. I think it's rather shitty. It's not the best thing. It's not the best thing to do. Going with Martin against Tank and Benavidez to lose. I'm not looking for him to lose. I'm going to see if he can win. I don't have that type of mindset because I don't wish bad on David. It's just, I just wish the best man wins. I have nothing against David. I think David is a hell of a fighter. I think his brother Jose is a better actor. You seen him in Creed 3? Anyone know when Tank will be on, please? It's 4 fights. It's going into the second fight. Okay, so a couple hours maybe. Depends on what happens. Okay, it depends on what happens. Man, it's funny. I'm looking at this backdrop of Vegas, and it's from the view of like neighborhoods. And you look at this stuff, and it's like you got Nevada. And it's crazy. I love history, so I watched a lot of like Bugsy Siegel and like how he came with this idea of like bringing casinos to Las Vegas. He was the one that started it, and it's just crazy. It was nothing out there. Now it's just the city of lights. The city of lights, man. It lights up the whole desert out there. I wish no I'll on any fighter. I wish no I'll ill on any fighter. Benavidez may a bit more than he can chew. We'll see tonight. But here's the thing: if Benavidez can't beat, if he can't beat him, then you will see what type of person he really is. Just like with Mike Tyson. That's why Tyson Fury. I'm watching Tyson like a hawk to see how he acts. I'm observing and reporting because I always wanted to see how the psyche of Tyson, how he will handle certain problems. Gary Antoine Russell versus Alberto Puello. Okay, Puello versus Russell, 17-0 for Russell, 17 KOs, and 22 KOs for Puello. So, yeah, that's a turkey jersey, wearing that one of the best fans in football. Yep. Yes, I am. Crazy that the mob gangsters built that city. Yeah, Boo Boo exposed Benavidez. Nah. Boo Boo, man, ain't been in the ring long enough, and he messed around and fought someone. See, look, just because you're a big guy doesn't mean you can hang with certain weight classes. Oleksandr didn't look confident in the face with Benavidez. I mean, I haven't seen him really in a lot of face-offs, to be fair, so I don't know how that man acts or whatever. I know he's not a boastful dude. He's pretty kind of, passive, quiet, humble, you know. Kathy W. Hey, Kurt, what have I missed today? Well, Goucher versus Adames just ended. Now we have Gary Antoine Russell versus Mr. Puello from Dominican Republic. One's 22-0 for Puello. Gary Antoine Russell is 17-0 with 17 KOs. Plan to be exposed, David, in first round 6. I had Plant winning 5 out of that. But he finally caught up with her. Well, no. You just heard him. I hope Tyson Fury wins the rematch. Well, one thing about Tyson, though, I think Tyson Fury, it's an experimental thing. It's an experimental thing. I think all this, Tyson, us, everybody as a society, as a community, we're all really witnessing what Tyson does from fight to fight, from day to day. We don't know what he's going to do next. Think about it. The man went from blaming the win on the war, then saying Happy New Year in May, then goes from drinking at a restaurant. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So everybody didn't forget that. But then had and then drunk off his ASS, falling face first on the ground at a bar. Then you seen him hitting a heavy bag as fast as he could and making a statement saying, I'm ready and I'm looking for redemption. So we're witnessing all of this as it comes. Okay. You know what I mean? So this is, I think he knows just as much as we know. When it happens, then we'll all know. I don't think any of this is scripted. Maybe the boxing speed bag, because a lot of people are saying that, but maybe not, Fury is a bum. Stewart, if Tyson is to have any chance of beating Usyk, he'll have to be 100% dedicated. No more slacking off. Well, this is one thing I give Fury credit for. He didn't say anything. He didn't make excuses like that. He went below the belt with the war. I think that was below the belt. You don't even bring that up. Why? It was a good fight, But other than that, he didn't blame it on the trainers, the training, his father, his uncle, his cousin. He didn't train any of those guys. He didn't blame any of those guys, that trained him. That's what I meant to say. I'm looking at this fight, and we got 2 southpaws. So I'm looking at how this fight is unfolding. Oh yeah, this is not going to end well. You know what I mean? This first exchange, they were kind of like 2 pit bull dogs locked up for a second. And they locked up. And okay, Paro should fight more on the outside. The shorter fighter is Russell. Russell's looking to mix it up on the inside, but of course he is. He's close, and close fighters to a shorter-handed person is like fighting a midget on your knees. Okay, you're giving up your advantage. Good right hook by Puello. Russell felt that. He felt that. And see, now Puello's figured it out. He's standing back like, okay, I have to create distance with this guy. Now, he's doing that Anthony Joshua cuffing, Klitschko shit, cuffing. I don't think that's cool. Don't drag him into you, and then, that could cause headbutts. A swing and a miss for Puello. That shot had a little stank on it. Look at Russell flicking that jab. He needs to come on the inside. And both of these guys are rather skittish. They're very reactive to everything each other throws. So one guy throws, the other guy's coming back with something. Then this is, look, oh, good left. Good straight left from Puello. I mean, from Russell. Let's see here. Usyk has Fury's number. Can't see Fury winning that fight. Usyk is already studying his mistakes. Well, yeah, he's studying his mistakes, but I'm not going to say he can't. I'm just saying he needs to prepare like I think he's never prepared. I think the level of preparation for Tyson Fury needed, I don't think he needs that to win. But to his credit, I watched that fight now about at least a dozen times. And each time I watch it, I see things that Tyson did really good in that fight. People. Sound like Barack Obama. People. Listen, what you guys need to understand is Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk fought a tight fight. It would be different if that fight was just a landslide, like a landslide. It just like, okay, round. No, that wasn't that type of fight. And if you think that was that type of fight, I don't know what fight you guys were looking at. Because Tyson was fangs, you know what I mean? And he was throwing into that body. And that uppercut was working for him. Head, body, head, Mickey. Head, body, head. And he was getting in there. And he hurt Usyk. Okay, so we need to stop acting like Tyson didn't do anything. He was scared, therefore he got whooped. Listen, I'll say this about that fight. A close fight, but the fight should have been stopped in the 9th round. So I think if anything, the controversy comes from the referee, not the fighters. The referee, not the fighters. The fighters did what they supposed to do. Tyson Fury got a break. Okay? He got a break. Okay? That's what happened. But those guys, yeah, come on now. Fury has degraded his persona and his accomplishments. Why? I don't know how he did that. I mean, he's got drunk before. Look, when he kicked that taxi, credit to him because guess what? He wasn't fighting at that time. He was retired. So he could get drunk. You know how many boxers get wasted after they quit? A lot of them, man. You know, I mean, top ones. Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, legends, Hall of Famers, right? These guys get wasted after a fight. Come on now. Jay Roos in the building. Jay Roos's theory. Sometimes it's looking weary, but don't worry, it's going to be back. And that's a fact. Bars. Keep your head up. Julian Falcon, what's good, man? Everything's good for Julian. Everything is good. Joining the stream early this time. Absolutely. Come on. Fury tried everything to not make that fight with Usyk, all those delays, calling him a middleweight. He just talked, and he thought that was going to get the best of him, and all he was really doing was, like, he was giving people this idea that he was scared. And it didn't help him because he lost. And see, now everyone looks at that in hindsight and like, you know what, man? You didn't want to fight him, and that's why you didn't want to fight him right there. See? You know, people do that, and they're doing that now. So, you know, it is what it is. All the inactivity by Fury was slacking off, then fighting no hopes like Chisora and Francis, then trying to fight an elite. Well, I think that caught up with him, but I think that fight was going to go the way it's going to go. Bro, you see Billy and Smith smash up Richard, Madonna's escort. He didn't have no energy left. Madonna had banged him up. You know? Madonna wore him out. Madonna was like, you know, he wasn't no good after that. Fury looked fit to me, Kurt, and he went close but never made an adjustments like Usyk did. Well, he didn't think he had to. And my man James Bash always coming in with that cash, coming with that deuce. What's up, my brother? Peace, Kurt. Superreal is fighting on the zone. Okay, y'all check it out. I will check it out. Jason Wade from the UK. Bars. What time? Time is David. What time is he's fighting next. So David Benavidez is fighting next. So we got 28-0 with 24 KOs versus 20-1 with 16 KOs. Don't sleep on that fight, man. Don't sleep on this fight. Gvozdyk versus Benavidez. Benavidez ain't never tasted power like that. This ain't 168. Listen, people, you have to understand and respect the curve of boxing. What I mean by the curve, we got these fighters and they make their dedication to make weight for regulation, okay, just for the principle of making weight. That's a part of their job as being a fighter, right? Unless you're a heavyweight. But also understand the rehydration process. Fighters are never the same weight that they're broadcasting or, campaigning. They're never that weight. So, in other words, David Benavidez will probably come in at 183. You know what I mean? Because it's 175. Now, he'll probably come in at 185. You know what I mean? He'll be in the 80s. So will Gvozdyk. This is light heavyweight. So, they're pretty damn near close to cruiser. Okay? Gary Russell ripping those hooks, man. And he's trying to break to the guard from Puello, but Puello's a tough cat. He's tough. But I think he really needs to give Gary Russell, because he's giving Gary Russell too much. He's giving him too much respect. Too much respect. Fury won 4, 5, 6, and 7, then punched himself out. I don't think he punched himself out at all. I just think he got caught and hurt. Listen, he was hurt in the 7th. And see, the 7th could have been a swing round. See, Gary Russell, he's established his distance because he knows now Puello is letting him get in. And Puello is on a retreat, and he's trying to. He got caught with a good right hook right there. Puello did. And see, once Russell found out that Puello only fights from a distance, he knows, I got this man open season. Look at that, straight left. And he keeps him right there. He's longer. He's rangier. A longer and rangier guy can operate on the inside better than a guy with short, cut arms like Russell. Now, see, if Puello can catch him from the back on the end of that shot, he may be in trouble. And see, here's the thing. Puello needs Gary to use that aggression, the art of Aikido, to walk into a shot. He needs to walk into a shot. He needs to time him. See, Puello's trying to wrap him up because he doesn't like what Gary Antoine Russell is doing on the inside. Okay? Well, I mean, that's Hat Man. I mean, I'm like this. Hat Man is entitled to his own opinion. I wouldn't say Fury don't have any power. Look, Fury has power. It's just that this is what we need to say, and I'll do a video separate on this. This means that Usyk's chin is better than Wilder's chin. That's all. And understand, Wilder's defense also is poorer than Usyk's by a country mile. So the punches that Tyson Fury hit Wilder with, he knew he was with a target that really wasn't a movable target. It was rather stationary. So Tyson knew he could get off so many shots before Wilder threw that damaging blow. Big up Chris from Hammersmith. Madonna took him places. Yeah. Yeah, Gary Russell's, man, he's eating Puello up, though. Puello can't keep up. And Puello's uncomfortable with the pace. Okay? See, Russell's coming in. Bop, bop, bop. You know who Russell is reminding me of? This fight is reminding me of when Ford fought Nick Ball. Remember that? When Ray Ford fought Nick Ball on 5 versus 5. This is that type of fight. You got Puello trying to set up shots from a distance. Then you got Gary Antoine Russell coming in and throwing bombs and punches and bunches. Okay, and some of those shots, not all, but some of those shots are getting through. No, Tyson has power. No, he has power. I don't see why people are giving Tyson a bad time. Like, oh, well, he can't do this or he can't do that. Listen. He hit Wilder with shots that he didn't hit Usyk with. The shots that he hit Usyk with was shots like uppercuts. Do you feel Ball won for it? I think Ball was busier. I think Ball was more active. That's how he won that fight. I think Ford was trying to be more accurate and not active. And in any competition, the guy that mostly throws the most, okay, and you land about the same, will win. Puello is trying to keep that distance because he knows he needs to set his shots off. He threw a right hook, he missed. See, Russell didn't fall for the bait because he knows this guy's trying to catch me coming in. See, he missed with that overhand left. You know what I mean? And when you throw shots and miss, bro, that takes a lot of energy. And then you got to get right back into defense position. Look at that. Look at that 1-2 by Russell. Good shot, man. Ooh, good right uppercut. Oh, that was after the bell. Oh my God, that didn't look so bad. I thought Ball won the fight, but was shocked to see people complaining over the decision. I was pretty confident in Ball winning. Activity wins fights, even if all of your shots don't land. People need to understand that. That's that shit that people argue with Canelo and Lara. See, it's what you see in the perception. I remember when Max Kellerman, I'm not going to say the story of the fight, but pretty much once you see when you look at a fight, you're going to see something take place. What takes place in any fighter that moves forward is a fighter that is his objective is to go places, is to move forward. Anybody that's moving forward, that's always a positive image. Okay, that's just the look of someone moving forward, throwing punches and bunches. It's showing, it's convincing everybody around, including the judges, that this man wants this fight more than the guy that's backpedaling trying to set up those shots. He's backpedaling trying to set up those shots. You know, does he really want it? Why ain't he coming forward? You know, and it's really on preference too. It's like what a judge thinks. We're all human, you know, so, but none of us are all corrupted, right? Same in Mortal Kombat. You whiff, you get punished. Wilder should have won the first fight. He was robbed completely. Well, see, now people are going to say that because people are now going to look at that fight. You know what, though? Damn that fight. Damn Tyson Fury. Damn Wilder Fury 1. Damn Wilder Fury 2. Damn Fury versus Wilder 3. Damn all of them. You know why? Because Wilder made a mistake of a lifetime of his career. His proud ass couldn't fight Joshua when the fight was there for him to take. And it was there many times. It wasn't just this one offer and then Eddie said, you know what? Fuck off. We'll go fight someone. No. They tried with Wilder. He started talking post post-slavery bullshit terms, and Annabelle and Joshua's the Annabelle and Eddie's milking the Annabelle and all that stuff. And then he didn't take that 12.5, called it slave wages. Then he was going to take 15 million. Now check this out. They agreed to it. Then they said they didn't agree to it which they already went on record saying, yeah, we agreed to the terms. Then they found out, though, when they reread the contract like idiots. Like, why wouldn't you read the contract before saying, yes, we agree to terms? Then what happened? They said we didn't agree because there's no rematch. I'm like, well, why would you even want a rematch if you were that confident that Joshua's scared that you're going to knock out Joshua with that big right hand, that you were just the man to do the job on Joshua? His whole career was contradicting and lies and all this shit. Okay, then the last and final draw was when he let Deontay Wilder, Al Haymon, talk him out of $125 or $120 million. In 3 fights, was it? Was it 3 fights? You think about 3 fights for $100 million or 3 fights for $125 million? He had that fight with Joshua. And he let Al Haymon, because Al Haymon wanted the idea of owning all network rights and goings on with what and where he could run stuff. And he couldn't run stuff at the Zone. That's why he talked Wilder out of it, and Wilder was stupid enough not to take it. Now, if he would have took that fight between Wilder, that fight between Joshua would have happened at Wembley Stadium. But see, Kurt banned this stream spammer. Yeah. Ask Skip got him. I don't worry about them, man. That's what my peeps are for, man. We take care of that. We talking boxing here. I think AJ would have always beat Wilder. Well, I don't even know of that. See, that Wilder back then, I don't think he was scared at all. I just think he was stupid. I think he was naive. I think he was tricked because he wasn't able to think for himself. He was thinking on grounds of staying in a certain stable with this guy because this guy guided him, or the people around him. He trusted in his people. And he felt, well, I don't want to do Al Haymon like that because Al Haymon's been there for me. Al Haymon's done this and done that. Really? What has Al Haymon really done for Deontay Wilder? Who was Deontay Wilder with before he went to Al Haymon and Richard Schaefer in PBC? He was with Golden Boy. And Golden Boy helped protect Wilder as well. That's why he fought a lot of bums and stuff like that. It wasn't just Al Haymon. So you can't blame it all on Al. No, Golden Boy with Oscar De La Hoya. He had Deontay Wilder knowing, okay, this guy, he's uncoordinated, but he has a hell of a punch. He can hit you and knock you out. So let's put him in there with cab drivers, Uber drivers, long layoffers. Let's do this. Wilder, you're our man. Golden Boy, you're the Golden Boy. You're the gold bomber. I'm the bronze bomber. Okay, you're the bronze bomber. Wilder was used and reused. Yeah. He talked about loyalty. And he thought he was actually, I mean, and I don't think he was scared. I just think he was tricked. I think and I think he was also arrogant because he felt like, hey, this is a good time to be in heavyweight. I want a portion of this money that AJ's getting. Give it to me. And he didn't understand that he wasn't anywhere near AJ. What made the heavyweight division relevant was Anthony Joshua, like being out of the Olympics and all that shit. And when he beat Klitschko and Klitschko decided not to fight him again, that's all it really took. That's all it really took at that point. So Wilder, I don't think he was scared. I just think he was tricked. Ooh, good right hook by Puello. That knocked Russell off a bit. And see, Puello's timing is off. He needs to adjust his timing. He's going to have to if he's going to. See, he needs to stop Russell. Because Russell's not going to stop. Gary Russell Jr., his older brother, is his trainer. Those guys are some tough guys up there, Shout out, good double jab from Puello. That's what he needs to keep doing. Keep jabbing. Good straight left. But he went with that punch. So that punch was going forward. Good left uppercut to the body by Puello. Puello's getting a little rhythm. Good right hook by Gary Antoine. I agree with you, Kurt. I think Benavidez will have his hands full tonight. I think that the fight will go either way. I mean, it should. I mean, look, I want some adversity. I want some challenge. I want to see a competitive fight. Look at that right hook. Oh, yeah, that right hook was good. He landed. He kind of slapped with it, but it landed it square in the middle of his face. Good straight left. Ooh, good straight left by Gary Russell, though. Gary Antoine. Wilder as a chicken. It's down barbecue, back guard, and drinks easy. What's your favorite knockout by Wilder? I like when he hit Dominic Brazil. And that Wilder there was a dangerous one because, this is before he got defeated. When Wilder got defeated, he got deluded. He got delusional. He's just thinking everybody was against him. And he didn't understand that Tyson Fury fought him the first time. He didn't have any business fighting Tyson anyway. He should have fought Tyson, got that draw, moved on, fought AJ for that damn money, and he didn't do it. And guess what? Watching AJ and Wilder fight different guys is like watching damn Game of Thrones. You got one all the way up north, and you got one down, down south, and they're both like doing good straight left from Puello. Ooh, down that was a good shot. Oh, good defense. Good defense. Now Puello's establishing distance. He knows. Like, look, I gotta catch this guy from a distance. Keep him there. See, if Puello can circle him from the outside, easier said than done. Because what's happening? Anytime mid-range to the close inside from Russell's going to throw punches. Okay, he's going to throw punches in bunches. Berkeley Moses, counterpunch to you, brother. Turkey will put Dillian versus Dillian versus Wilder. I would like to see it. I mean, if Wilder wants it, I don't know. And see, this is what happens, though. Pride, resentment. See, at this point, maybe Dillian White may not want to fight Wilder. You know how that goes because Wilder called him a peasant all those years. It's just like how Philip Hergovic didn't want to fight certain fighters when he got to a certain level. Talk about the boxing league. I mean, well, there's nothing really to talk about. You got $4 or $5 billion on the table. And I think he's trying to just neutralize and take control out of all of these promotional companies. Basically buying them out. That's all Turkey's doing. He's buying those guys out at the same time, giving them salaries. Right? But he's buying them out. Like, look, I want control of all your fighters in all of the promotional company. Man, that man, the way he's doing things, he'll go straight left from Puello. The way he's doing things, it's dangerous, man. You know, he couldn't do that shit 40 years ago. Let me buy HBO, Showtime. Let me buy Top Rank. Let me buy Don King's promote. And I do think about, like, well, what happens when he does come here August 3rd, when he comes to the States? Will they fuck with him? You know what I mean? PBC is only worth $1 million. Well, I think he's doing it for the fighters, but it's just, you know, but you really think about it, the Golden Boy, Matchroom, Queensberry, and Top Rank. I wasn't even looking at them, but I mean, if he wants enough, he will get what he eventually wants. Yeah, that was the bloodiest fight I ever saw. Zoo versus Fondora. Yeah, that was a bad cut. And then Fondora, Fondora would eventually got knocked out. Katzenpapa. What about Wilder versus Ruiz and the winner fight AJ? Well, how about this? How about this? Oh man, he knocked Mamungia on his arse. How about this here? How about the winner of Andy Ruiz versus Miller fight Wilder? Or how about the loser fight Wilder, since Wilder's lost back-to-back? Right? So whoever loses back, so if it's Miller, he should fight Wilder. If it's Ruiz, he should fight the winner of Parker versus, you know? But I don't know. I think he needs to fight someone better. I don't think Andy deserves just to go to a big stage right now. I don't think he deserves it. He hasn't done anything. He's been too inactive for that. So, yes. Fight and beat Miller. Okay, that's one step. 2-step is fight Wilder, fight Parker, or not even Parker, no. Who should he fight? Who's out there that he can fight? He can fight guys. What about my man from Michigan now? Kurt, the Tank pay-per-view is available on every site for free on the internet. No good. Well, I mean, what happens in that situation? They make these damn fights so high. That's just like you go to a department store and they're upselling stuff that you know damn well you can go up the street and get for less, or like in this case, for free. You know, that's just greed. Like greedy doesn't mean you have everything. Greedy only means you want everything. Don't mean you're going to get it. Actually, greed is the idea of being greedy. You end up in a worse position financially just being greedy. You know? Do you think all the hate Wilder is getting now will fire back or up? Or is he out for good? Mustafa, I hope it does something to Wilder. I'm tired of Wilder getting in this situation. I'm tired of that one ass punch. I'm tired of, you know, but I don't know if, see, he's a very loyal guy. I don't think he'll get rid of Malik Scott. Even though Malik Scott's banging, what's her name? Is it Jessica Abdu? You know? But I don't fault Malik, though. He was telling Malik. I mean, Malik was telling him what he's supposed to do. Ooh, good straight left. Parker versus Caballero. Yeah, see, Ruiz should fight someone like Caballero. That's a good one. Even though Parker versus Caballero would be a good fight. I'm not going to lie. But I think Andy needs to fight someone that's undefeated and show that he needs to be where he claims that he's at. You know what I mean? Because his inactive ass ain't really doing much to show anything. Jarrell Miller, you know, that's probably going to be a tougher fight than that Dubois fight that Dubois had, because Dubois was in there with a 330-pound guy that's been sitting around waiting to fight for the past umpteen years because he cheated a couple times. Will Fury go for the early KO and risk getting stopped in mid rounds? No, I think he's smarter than that. Gvozdyk's already ready. He's wrapped up. Andy versus Effie. Nah, no. Effie is still on the come up. He needs redemption as well. I don't think Andy and Effie should do that. I think Andy and Caballo. I think Andy versus someone good. Effie, he's limited. He might be Wilder 2.3. Kurt asked me one thing. What is that? Berkeley. I think Fury can only beat Usyk by KO. What if he can't KO him? Now, see, Gary will win this fight. You know why? Because Puello is busy trying to hold. Okay, look at that. Holding. He took a point from. I think that was scripted. I think he deducted that point from Puello. It was scripted, bro. But like I'm saying, I was about to say, Gary is going to win this fight because he's more active, not because he has the better punches. He's just more active. And Puello, he was trying to hold, because he was trying to keep that guy. How do you keep someone from swinging at you? You either move, clinch, fight back, but that's not going to stop anything. You grab his ass. Somebody with mitts coming at you, you grab him, right? Yeah, I know. It was 1 point deduction out of the blue. I didn't even see him warn. I didn't even see him warn Puello about holding. He just gives him a point. See, that's that bullshit right there. That's all that is. That's what that is. You see, and then that lets you know. And I always wonder. I remember when Amir Khan fought Lamont Peterson, and Amir Khan was beating Lamont Peterson. But Amir Khan, for whatever reason, Harvey Dock, the referee, deducted 2 points from Amir Khan. We all know Amir Khan from the UK. He was an outsider. So, you almost pretty much knew, he ain't getting no love, especially on the East Coast. And Harvey Dock is from the East Coast. So you can't tell me these referees don't go in with favoritism on their minds. You can never go wrong with noodles. And see, now at this point, it was so close. Puello has to knock him out. These are two undefeated guys. Oh, good right hook by Puello. Look at that ref. As soon as Puello landed that shot, here comes that ref looking to intervene. See, look, here it is. See, this kind of stuff like this, that referee, I don't like how he's refereeing this fight. I don't. What's your favorite boxer from the UK? What's my favorite boxer from the UK? Hell, probably Ben Whittaker now. Ben Whittaker's making waves. Until he don't no more. Frank Sanchez was starting to seem like he could give trouble to anyone in the top 5, but Cabello stopped that momentum. Frank won't even talk to me now. I reached out to Frank maybe a few weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, que bola, que tal? ¿Cómo estás? And he looked at it, and he didn't say anything. Normally, it's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? So he must be pissed about the fight. But that just goes to show you that not all trainers are good for certain fighters. See, the Reynosos are good. They got a good Mexican style. Guard up, come forward. You put your damn guard up, you come forward towards someone like Cabello. Caballo will give you every reason you shouldn't have done that, and that was the wrong idea. Because that's exactly what Frank was doing, and they wouldn't giving him instruction. Their thing is, here's the thing, Mexican style, go in, work the body, and attack the body. You know what I mean? Keep your guard high, you know, and then counter or feint off of your high guard. Well, tell that to someone that fights and hits hard to the body like Mickey Ward, like Marco Antonio Barrera. Like guys like that know, bop, bop, get you in there, get you high guarded, because that's what certain fighters do. Because see, Caballo's like, he'll get you with your guard high, then he'll, that's what he did to Frank. But Frank, like I told you guys about Frank, he has the Danny Jacobs syndrome. Danny Jacobs gets on the ropes and he freezes. A lot of fighters do that, and Frank did that. And I saw him fights ago do the same shit. He'll get on the ropes and freeze, like, yo, move. You heard the song, Luda? Move. Get out the way. That's what he should have done. Circled, not stay on the ropes like a deer in the headlights. Look, now get this. He got hit to the body. He got hit to the body. No, he got hit to the to BALLSSACKS. Right? And the ref gave him time, but did he deduct a point from Gary Antoine? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He surely did not. Kurt, can you put that in the chat? Wait, Kurt, can you put the chat in subscriber only mode? I can. I believe I can. But I don't think that would be fair to anyone else that's not a subscriber. Because there's a lot of people that's watching that's not subscribing, you know. But I will do that for my subscribers. What y'all drinking for the tank fight? I'm drinking Sprite. Boxing, the sport where refs either never intervene ever or intervene way too much. There's never been an in-between. Julian Falcon. At times it seems like that. At times it does seem like that. No, I didn't see the Ben Whitaker fight. I know it was kind of hectic. I seen the face-off and the weigh-in. Man, I was asleep. Man, I worked yesterday, man. I was asleep. These hours are kicking my butt. You know? If you put all the heavyweight era together, which boxer comes out on top? I don't know. I have no idea what that. I don't think it will be just one boxer on top. Let me stop you there. There ain't just one boxer that'll be on top with all these damn styles. Yo, man, he hit him on the P. And the P is on this man's hip. Whatever logo he has down there. So, who would you actually choose to win out of Parker and Caballo? That's a pick'em fight. It's a pick'em fight simply because Joseph Parker knows how to get out the way. He's in and out. He's not going to stay there. I think Joseph Parker elusiveness will give that fight the challenge that it needs. The fight between Caballo, I get, versus Parker, Joseph. I think that fight will really, really do well. Just based on those guys, they're not too big. You know, they're medium size. They're normal size, not medium. They're normal size heavyweights. They have speed, they have agility, they have experience. I get Caballo. I get Caballo might be a little fresher because he's the new kid on the block. But then again, Joseph Parker, he has the experience. He's been everywhere. He's been on every block, right? So you can tell this has been a good fight. It's already 11 out of 12. They got one round left. And you know it's going to come down to that one stanky-ass point deducted from somebody. Ooh, good right. Oh, good left. Good left by Puello. That hurt Gary. This is the first time Gary want to stay in the clinch. You guys go. Kurt, was you a fan of Nassim Hamed? Yeah, I was. Hassim Ahmed was really a part of the culture of he was a urban, he embraced the urban culture. You know what? I don't care what happens in this fight. I don't care who wins at this point. I just want to see this fight again, and I want this fight to happen in Miami. I want it to happen in Miami. So it is what it is. Was he really injured, Sanchez? I don't know. I mean, and if he was injured like that, why would you put him in there with somebody undefeated and elite like that, and you know this man was injured? You put Frank Sanchez in there with somebody that's not on that level, that dangerous. If you know, man, he got a little meniscus. His meniscus is injured, or you know what I mean. He injured his knee a little bit, or his calf, or his Achilles, or something. Okay, well, you know he could still fight and beat that other guy. You didn't know that about I get Cabello. And look, and here's the deal. If this man was hurt, he shouldn't be with the Reynosos no more. That means they're putting him in situations he don't need to be in. You don't put nobody in situations where they already hurt. What's wrong with you? And if that's the case, I don't know if he was or not. I'll ask Frank if he responds. Now, you probably see my breakdown. It's like, my huevo. But no, I mean, I got to keep it a buck. I like Frank and everything, you know. But like, you know, they had the wrong game plan against someone with that type of punching power, game plan, and experience, speed. You know, yeah. I mean, he wasn't the fastest dude in there. He was no longer explosive. You know, like so maybe he was. I would like to think that he was, but if he wasn't, he just got his ass whooped. Nope. You know, this is boxing. Somebody's gonna win. Somebody's gonna lose. You got two undefeated guys, just like we're looking at right now. You got two undefeated fighters. One of them have to win, and one of them have to lose. However, I'll say this: unless it's a draw. Yeah, he hit Gary, Antoine. So you got Gary Antoine Russell, then you got Gary Russell, and then I think it's two other Garys. He's worse than George Foreman. Gervonta is winning by round 9. Revelation TV coming in with that $2 love. Kurt Sanchez should fight Arslanbek Markmadov. Why not? They were both in the well. Frank won, so Mark Madoff. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against it. I think that's a bad style for Frank though. But you know, somebody got to fight that big awkward bastard. Cabello did. I think Frank is another lazy Cuban. I would call him lazy. I think Frank. Look, a lot of Cuban fighters have chips on their shoulders. They have chips on their shoulders because they were the ones that beat the current guys today. Oh, are you going to deduct a point? Oh wow, look at this. Let's see. I mean, well, that wasn't. I mean, it was below the belt. It was below the belt. Anything on that cup, is that both lost to I get. They both lost to I get Cabello. That's right. I get Cabello, and they're both undefeated. That happened simply because Puello was oh, good right hook for Puello. Okay, that wasn't Puello that initiated that. Yo, that referee's racist, man. He's racist towards Spanish fighters. Yeah, I just see it. You know, anybody Sanchez, Puello, don't matter the color. You know what I mean? If you come there with a Spanish name and you don't speak English, he ain't gonna like you. $59 seconds. Oh, good left from Puello. Keep going, like Van Damme. Keep going. See, he stops. He takes a picture. That's what you call taking a picture with your punches. When you watch yourself hit someone and you like your own work that much, that's not good. You got to keep the consistency. You got to open up a can of whip, ASS. Anybody seen Floyd recently? Yeah, I seen Floyd. Oh, good right hook. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did hold that time. But you notice that random ass deduction that was orchestrated. You know why? Because Puello was doing too well. He was doing too well for this fight to go the way Gary Russell wanted it to go. 9 seconds. Ooh, good straight left. Yeah, look, I guarantee you guys, this fight's over. Puello pulled it out. I don't know. Puello, look, you don't see any scars on him. I see some swelling from Russell. Yeah, but that deduction was BS. Man, Black Dev, that man, yeah. You think? You think? Keep up with the good content. Appreciate you, Mustafa. Arslanbek Makhmudov lost, but I still consider him very dangerous. Of course. Man, listen. I hope that Turki Al-Sheikh buys out all of this bullshit. He buys Matchroom, Top Rank, Queensberry. Who else? Golden Boy. You know why? So he can break the will. He can break the will. See, breaking the will of boxing is to kill the perception. A lot of people blamed it on Floyd. You know, like, oh, I've never been defeated. I never took a loss. And I think fighters thought to be successful like Floyd was, I can't take an L. And everybody, you should know that's bullshit. You should know that. You should know that's BS. Why? Because look at Canelo Alvarez. He got beat by Floyd. Hell, he got beat again and he's still making 30, 40, 50 million dollars a fight. Come on now. That I don't want to take a loss, that's trash. BBC worth 1 million in food stamps. You wrong for that, Jose Chavez. You wrong for that, man. Saudis to the rescue boxing. See, if people can take a loss, and here's the thing. You know how they cure that? I'm going to tell you how they cure that perception of, hey, when you lose, it's over. Shit. Easy. Do exactly what Turki Al-Sheikh is doing. Keep giving these fighters that lost opportunities. That's how you abolish the idea of, man, if I lose, it's over. Because what happens, it don't make the fighters fight harder. It makes the fighters not want to fight the fighters to lose. So we don't see the fights that we need or that's even or parallel with each other because those fighters are knowing, man, if I lose to that fighter, I don't know when I'm going to get another opportunity like this again. But Turki Al-Sheikh is saying, you know what? I'm going to get you back in, and I hope you win. Bars. So come on back. You had a good play. So let's fight another day. Bars. Let's do this. That's what he's doing. He's giving people opportunities. That kills that whole mindset of, man, I don't want to fight him. What if I lose? Okay, bro, if you lose, that means how did you lose? Did you lose by knockout? Did you lose by terrible bullshit performance? Did you lose by the hair of your chin? How did you lose? And if you lost just by the hair of your chin, you think you can't get in and win again? Bars. Come on now. You know, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Turkey is like, hey, man, I'm gonna, and look, if you want to fight, like, okay, like Wilder. Wilder wants to fight. He has a lot to prove because he's 0-2. You know what I mean? And I do think, this is what I think. Coke. Do you think Frank Martin looked too weight drained? Yeah, he did look like Frankenstein. You gotta open the top. He did look like Frankenstein. Yeah, bars. Richard, when you rhyme, it's bars. When you rhyme all the time, it's on the dime. Bars. Those are bars. Bars of rhythm, bars of rhyme. But Turkey has got all these previous protected fighters fighting real opponents. It can only be good for the sport. Absolutely, if they can redeem themselves, because this is what happens. This is what's happening. This is what's happening in boxing right now. This is what's happening. People are being placed, stacked, in rank. And it's going fast. It ain't going like, then maybe next year we may see this fight. I fell through. That's what happens in boxing. Oh, they couldn't get the money right. Oh, he priced himself out. Oh, no, man. No, he wanted too much. All that used to happen before Turkey brought his ass in there. Turkey was like, I'll give you 4 million. You like this. Take 4 million to fight this guy. Don't worry what I'll give him. I'll give you 4 million. Would you fight for 4 million? So, this being said, thank you. 4 million. You take 4 million. I'll give you flat 4 million. Oh, they gave it to him. What? It wasn't for that ref. That ref, look at that ref saying, damn, I should have took another point. I'm surprised, too, they gave it to the Dominican, the Dominicano. The Afro-Dominicano que no habla en inglés. I'm surprised. But it wasn't for that ref. That ref just, time! 1 point! 1 point! I'm like, what? Why? Crap, just lost. WTF should have cashed out. Yeah. I mean, those fights like that, who would ever thought Puello would decision Gary Russell in Las Vegas? Yep. Julian Falcon, that's what he was saying. That referee's now, he's going to whoever paid him. He said, man, man, you didn't pay. You didn't take another point. You imagine Al Heyman if Al set that up? You didn't do what I told you to do. You should have took 2. I ain't gonna give you 10,000. I'm gonna give you 5. I needed that 10,000. We will see an upset tonight. I mean, look, it's starting already. Those were undefeated fighters. Gary Antoine Russell was 17-0 with 17 KOs. Puello was 21-0 with 16 KOs. Now he's 22-0. Okay? So, yeah, this is happening. We got over 200 people in here, man. Let's hit that like button. We got 61 likes. Only 61 people love me. Come on, man. Hit the like button, please. And then donate $5. I was surprised he won 2. Yeah, I was too, bro. I was surprised on that one. Now we got the Mexican monster. The Mexican monster's coming in, and I tell you what he's going to do. He's going to come in, he's going to fuck him up. I think he's going to do what he's going to do. I think the Mexican monster will go to whoop everybody's ass at 175. Mike get to talking. He gets flaying his arm. I think he's just a good fighter. I think he has it all. Canelo don't want to fight none of the Mexican monster. He don't want none of that. He's getting too much money. He's in silk pajamas. So he picks his fights like a little scared girl, like a little scared little girl. Kurt, CP to you as well. Quad Life in the building. Brandonio. No. Brandonio. TNL. Benavidez should go for Bivol if he wins. Well, I mean, he can't go for Bivol, okay? Look at him hugging the Mexican monster. I like you, Mexican monster. You're going to stay Mexican monster forever. I like the way you always change your voice to another language. Okay. I'm changing it. Yo cambio el idioma para lo otro idioma. Cuando yo hablar. Like that? Great. Revelation TV. Kurt, did Tyson remarry? Tyson who? Tyson Fury or Mike Tyson? I mean, Tyson Fury's only been married one time. He has like 11 kids. No, 7 kids. Man, he giving her hell. 7 kids. Jesus Christ. Not again, Tyson. Come on, milady. Let's see. But he'll lose against Bivol. Do English, Frank. How many languages do you speak, Kurt? None. I speak Kurt. Oh, Paris. Yeah, Paris Fury. Yeah, Paris is catching hell, boy. Bob Arum, now Mike Tyson. You sound just like the two. Yeah, Bob Arum don't care, man. Bob Arum is 94 years old. He smokes weed in the day and he smokes weed at night. I tell you what's keeping me alive is this sativa from Las Vegas. I pick up a pound about every 2 months. It lasts me. I smoke a little bit in the morning, before my coffee, before breakfast, and before I go to sleep. I take another couple puffs, and my lungs are nice and merry. Aram looks like Yoda. Damn. Do you also happen to speak facts, Kurt? Yeah, I speak facts too, man. It's what I like to speak, you know. Facts. Weed over alcohol any day of the week. Yeah. Well. Kurt, joke for you. I said to my wife, my love, I'm going to treat you to get to getting your lips done, but I can only get the left one done for now. Yeah, that dude, that was Stephen Bamber. Counterpunch to you. That was a good one. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to tell it to work. Oh, man. Be honest. Swing your camera to the left to show who you're with. Negative, Chrissy. I hope Benavidez doesn't get injured again. I need to see that Bivol fight. Well, here's the thing. Like David Benavidez, when he gets to get tagging into your ass like that, you know. This guy. When David Benavidez, when he gets you, he finishes you off, he's gonna land 6 punches. He's gonna keep on. He's not gonna stop. That's why Mike Tyson calls him the Mexican monster. Do you know why he calls him that? Because once he hurts you, he's a good finisher. So some people don't know how to finish. You know what I mean? That's what happened to Joshua. Joshua used to be a good finisher until his ass got caught by Andy because he thought he had Andy's fat no-neck ass out of there. Then when he caught Andy, he dropped Andy and he said, okay, I'm going to go for the knockout. You know what I mean? He went for the knockout and then he got caught and he ain't been that way since. He's getting that back now. So, you know, it takes a while to get that confidence back to come in and back without getting caught yourself. And Andy wasn't that hurt, you know. So we have David Benavidez. I think, look, don't get me wrong. You got guys like David Benavidez, Anthony Joshua. I'm going to tell you somebody that was notorious for that. It took him a while to get back to where he needed to be. Okay. Marco Antonio Barrera, a legend. Una leyenda, gran mexicano boxeo. A legend in the Mexican world of boxing. And he was 56, was he? Or 46? He was undefeated. He went in there and fought a fighter named Junior Jones, not to be confused with Roy Jones, because you had Junior Jones, which was like, he was, 122. Then, of course, we had the great Roy Jones. Junior Jones hit he hit Marco Antonio Barrera and knocked him spark out. They fought again. And I remember seeing that fight, and I'm thinking, okay, well, Barrera is doing very good body punching. But, of course, the upstairs belonged to Junior Jones. So I look at this, and I'm like, okay. Marco Antonio Barrera took him a while. Took him about maybe a couple years to get back to where he was. But he learned a valid lesson about defense. Don't let all of your defense only be your offense, because those guys have guns too. Don't walk around like you're the only person with guns. In fact, two, because other people got those too. Okay? And that's what happens. You think you're the only one that can swing punches? That other guy got a punch too, I don't like to see one guy beat up another person, or anybody beat up someone and they don't fight back. That just looks like they're bullying them. Wow, Paris is pregnant now with number 8 Lee Foster. Damn! Yeah, do the voice of Bob Arum in a strip club. I don't know how that would sound, but thought of that was hilarious. Bob, man, you know what Bob would probably do? Bob would probably get mad. Bob's 94 years old. You know what, though? I take that back, because I caught Bob. Oh, I caught Bob Arum. He was looking at one of them ring car girls. He was kind of looking like Bill Cosby almost. And I say, Bob, what are you looking at? See, I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to, like, let's say, the reactions of people that's watching the fight. You know what I mean? Bow! These people, you know what I mean? Yeah. You like those type of things I pay attention to. The Mexican man is coming to the ring right now. No, that's Gvozdyk. My bad. Gvozdyk's coming to the ring. Now, mind you, Gvozdyk is the former light heavyweight champion. Okay. So if this fight don't go like people think it's going to go, like we gonna see David blast out people, that's why. Will Ngannou return to UFC? Orgasm. Hey man, prayers go out to Francis Ngannou. I don't want to hear anything about Francis fighting anybody besides his grief. He just lost a son, man. He lost his 2-year-old boy. I ain't worried about what he's going to do afterward. I want him to get better, because that's something you probably don't get rid of. And I'm not even going to assume and claim I know. Kurt, you see how the ref saved Fury? Yeah. So are you willing to do the voice, Kurt? Yeah, Julian, I sure can. This is too, Bob would probably be, I like the way you dance. Get over here, I got $100 bill with your name on it. My bad, had no idea he lost his son. Absolutely. That was big news about a month ago, and it's sad because no one really talks about it. And the thing is, you see, the whole idea, it's not about harping on something that everyone knows. It's about explaining to something that everybody should know about a person and what they're going through. We hear about everything else. We hear about knockouts, drunken brawls, call-outs. We hear about all types of stuff. Divorces, restraining orders. We hear about everything under the moon, okay? We hear about that stuff. Still, I forgot to make the noodles. Oh, man, you forgot to make the noodles? How will I ever recover? Haha, Aram Grammy as F getting a lap dance. Yeah, oh, Fury, man. %3 for Mauricio Kurt. My 3% to the fighters that choose me, and they owe me too. Owe me 3%. Necesito pagar 3% por mi organización. Tuviste. Pronto. The guy ended Adonis Stevenson's career. Absolutely. He sure did. He sure did. Smooth Will coming in with that bill. Bars. You're not watching the Matias. No, bro, I'm watching this. I'll switch over, but I'm watching this for right now. You see how Tank is apparently considering fighting Loma now after all these years? Of course. That's what everybody... That's what chicken shit promoting, which they call smart selection, is about. That's what it is. No quiero saber de un hombre más ya. Has mañana conmigo. Okay. David Benavidez, 28-0 with 24 KOs, age 27, 6'1.5". Any possible upsets tonight? We've already seen Puello upset Russell. Canelo beats Trinidad, decision. Yeah. I would love to see Felix Trinidad knock out Canelo, though. But Canelo's just too smooth for that. You're rooting for Oleksandr? Sup, Kurt, CP to you. Did you get the new artwork and feedback? I changed phones. And, you know, Google has this deal where if you run out of space, you can't use your email. So I had to buy the little package, but I bought the package. I promise you I'm going to do that, man. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I told Cycle Crusher I was going to look at it. And then something happened. I got busy or whatever, but I'm going to look at it. Listen, it's fire. It's hot lava, man. It's fire, man. Hot lava. Here we go, guys. Ding, ding. Here we go. Okay. David comes in with a little short feint. Usyk comes in with a 1-2 and a 1-2. Just checking it. Just checking it. And you could already tell the size. Look at the size of Gvozdyk and look at the size of David Benavidez. Good defense by Vides so far. Oh, good right hand by Gvozdyk. Good jab to the body by Benavidez. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Punch combination for Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk has already established that distance, bro. He's already established that distance. Right hand by David Benavidez. But that jab is keeping David back. And guess what? He looks like the smaller guy all the way around. 1-2 lands for Gvozdyk. Left hook to the body lands for David Benavidez. Another 1-2 lands for Gvozdyk. A lot of those were blocked, though, on the high guard of David. Good left hook to the body by David. Man, this fight started quick. These guys wasted no time. Good jab by Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk's using that ring. He's circling out. David's the aggressor. He's following him around. I don't think that's a good idea. But he's trying to keep it tight because he knows he's a smaller guy in there. That's what he has to do. He has to keep close to Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk's the bigger dude tonight. Look how big he is. Look at Gvozdyk. Look at the arms of Gvozdyk. Look at the back of Gvozdyk. Good jab by David. David got in a good snappy jab on that one. They trade jabs on that exchange. David misses with the right hand. He lands a little left hook on the outside of the guard of Gvozdyk. Good right hook to the body by David. Give you what he gives you. He's giving you his body because Gvozdyk's guard is up. So he goes to the body. Another left hook to the body. Right hook to the body. Good jab upstairs for Gvozdyk. Oh, good jab from David. David's picking up the pace. He's allowed to get a little closer. Good straight right from David Benavidez. Left hook to the body from David. He gets caught with a jab. Here comes Gvozdyk, comes back. Right hand lands for David Benavidez. Good round. First part of that round, definitely Gvozdyk. I don't know how, but look, Gvozdyk and David's puffing and huffing a little bit. Just a bit. It was a close round, but David came with the body punching because he gave what Gvozdyk gave him. High guard, bow, bow, go to the body. Go to the body. You know what I mean? He did that, and he was able to work off of that. You know? He was able to punch through the guard at times. Yeah, it's a tough round to score because you look, you got this is championship pedigree, people. This ain't no bullshit fight where David was just thrown in there with somebody that ain't been nowhere. No, this dude retired Superman Stevenson. He's the former champion. Okay? You gave it to Gvozdyk. Okay, I mean, you know. But understand, like this fight here is not what people think. You know, that's what I'm telling you. Don't sleep on this fight. Oh, good left hook for David. David's loading up on shots. So he's checking that chin early of Gvozdyk. As you can tell, he's checking that chin of Gvozdyk. Good jab from Gvozdyk, though. That jab, he's going to have to watch it. See, those straight shots from Gvozdyk is going to give that smaller David fits. Left hook to the body by David. David circling in, following Gvozdyk. Good left hook for David. The referee warns him about the shoulder shove. Good jab from David Benavidez. So David's just trying to get him in there. See, now we already know. He knows. David likes to work on the inside with those combinations. Gvozdyk's objective, keep him back. Jab him. Keep him back with the jab. You know, but if he's already there, you got to shove him off or move. You know? Left hook to the body from Benavidez. Right hand from David Benavidez. Good upper jab from David Benavidez. Right hand lands. Right hand lands for both fighters. Gvozdyk lands a right hand. David comes back with another right hand. Oh, good 1, 2, 3 from David Benavidez. Another, good right hand lands for Gvozdyk. That got David's attention, though. He got caught with it. He kind of looked back and was like, okay, I see how you're coming. And this is just the second round. It's crazy. Second round. Conflict. Second round. 46 seconds left. See, Oleksandr, he's working that jab, though. He's working everything off the jab, you know? Little good left hook to the body by David Benavidez. Think a right hand landed in between the guards. 1-2. That's definitely a David round. That's Benavidez round right there. You know, poo, bro. No, bro. Look, listen, this isn't a typical David Benavidez 168-pound super middleweight opponent. This isn't guys that pretty much came from 160 anyway, like Andrade, okay, like David Lemieux, okay, like guys like that. This is nothing. This ain't. So you're not going. You shouldn't expect a lot of volume of punches unless someone gets hurt. Okay? That's what you deal with when you're dealing with a certain pedigree. You know, that just shows the experience on how they don't get hit. Hit without being hit. Hit, slip the jab. Slip the jab. Slip, not slip the jab. See, they got it 2-0 for David. So Canelo will eat him. Moving up was a big risk. Yeah, it's still a big risk. Oh, good jab from David. Good jab from David. David hits him with another jab. Right hand lands through the guard for Gvozdyk. Oh, good right uppercut for Gvozdyk. Left hook lands for David Benavidez. Partial. Because, see, these guys are landing, but they got the guard up. I see David a little more aggressive on the inside, which is a smart thing. Because if he sits on the outside, Gvozdyk, someone like Gvozdyk, look at that right hand lands for Gvozdyk. He will eat him up on the outside because he's the bigger guy anyway. Look at that right uppercut. Now he's establishing the right uppercut. Okay? Right to the body from David on the inside. David has to stay on the inside to get those shots off. 1, 2, 3 shots, and the Gvozdyk moves. Maybe one landed, but it's just the whole idea. And what you notice, though, these shots, these shots from David Benavidez are not impactful like they were. Look at this. You know, if this was a 168-pound fighter, that fighter would already be busted up, red, swollen, battered, disgusted, discouraged. You know. Oh, good right hand for Gvozdyk. I think that left hook kind of grazed off. Good left uppercut for David. Oh, they trade right hands. David hits him again with another right hand and another right hand. That's why Mike Tyson calls them the Mexican man. See, one thing about Gvozdyk don't like to fight on the inside. He likes to come in or come out. That's their way. They don't like to fight in the trenches. That's how David has the one up. Good jab by David. Good jab by David. Good right hand by David. I mean, the dude's 6 foot tall. Ooh, good left hook. Look, David hit him with a flush left hook where he raised up, and Gvozdyk then countered with a right hand. That's what makes moving up so dangerous. Because you're fighting guys that, unless you just this heavy-handed guy, okay? You know what I mean? Just like this God-gifted punching power. Look at David. David, pop, 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 pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the body. And look, Gvozdyk's still there. You know what I mean? So those punches, yeah, they're affecting Gvozdyk. Just like Canelo was punches. Like Bivol felt Canelo's punches, but it was a different level of power. You see what I mean? That's a totally different. If you're 130 pounds and you hit somebody, bah! You know, unless you're just this heavy-hitted guy and you hit someone 170, right hand, left, right uppercut, good shots. And Gvozdyk took them well. He took them really well. Right to the body. Good body punching from David. Good body punching. Oh, look at that left and bop! He comes right back with a right hand. You know, those are those type of things. Anthony Schultz in the building. What's up, brother? Counter punch to you. Much love as well. Yes, indeed. And this is round 4. Oh, yeah. Bivol and Benavidez. Yo, that's going to be, dude, that would be massive. I can't say that's going to be, because see what happens with that. See, understand. He's with the big boys now, and I'm loving it. Good right hand by Gvozdyk. Good right hand by Gvozdyk. Good jab by Gvozdyk. Right hand by Gvozdyk. Now, this is all Gvozdyk. I don't know if David's taking a breather from what he normally does. Good body shot to the body by David. Good right hand by David. You can tell he's huffing and puffing. He's getting a little tired in there. He's getting a little tired in there. Good left to the body by David Benavidez. Yeah, somebody get that spammer out of there. Appreciate you. That's what I'm talking about. Skip. That's Skip. That's Skip. Appreciate you. David lands a right one and he misses. It grazes off the the shoulder of Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk needs to go to the body more. I think he's not going to the body more. I think what's happening with him, he's trying to go. He's throwing a 1-2 upstairs, and then a 1-2, then follow up with a jab. Okay, that's a good right hand for Gvozdyk. Good right from David Benavidez. And that's he had to eat a jab for that. But he landed that right. Bop! Bop! Landed that right and a left hook to the body. 1-2 for David Benavidez. 1-2 for Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk follows with the jab. David's good punches. Good left hook. Good right for David. Gvozdyk comes right back. Good right for David Benavidez. And here's the weird thing. David is landing some good shots, but it's not. It's like good left hook for David. Did that hurt? Did it hurt Gvozdyk? Right lands for David. Left lands for David. Is he finally breaking Oleksandr down because he's landing shots? Back. He's going in there landing those shots. What I love about the Mexican monster. We got some redness under the eyes of Gvozdyk. That left hook landed. And he was going to throw that right. But see, they're not landing like they used to. That's the difference between weight classes. That's why that's what matters. Good right. That was to the temple. And then Gvozdyk comes back with a 1-2. Very biased commentary. I don't know. I don't see how. Bivol will just keep punching. Yeah, so will Beterbiev. They're not going to stop. See, that's the thing. See, the scary thing about Beterbiev is Beterbiev, like when you start landing on Beterbiev he wants you to land so he can land one of his shots. And if he can catch you flush with one of his shots, more than likely gonna hurt you. You know. Good left hook from Gvozdyk. Oh, good right hand from Gvozdyk. This is round 5. Left hook upstairs, right hook to the body by David. David's loading up on shots. And see, here's the thing. Once you start, good left and a right from David. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots. Gvozdyk just pushes it right off. See, the crazy thing about this is, it's like fighting someone that's bigger than you. And then your punches are normally, affecting these other guys, but they're not affecting Gvozdyk like they normally do. And I think David's realizing that. He's like, look, I got to work for this shit. I can't just pop, and then this guy gets hurt, and then I'm beating him all around the ring. It's not going that way. He's winning off points, but it ain't because he's like doing this devastating damage. Look, he's coming off his heels to land these shots. David is. Good right uppercut by Gvozdyk. Good left hook to the body by David Benavidez. Left hook from Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk, he's constantly with that jab. David, good jab by David Benavidez. They trade jabs. Ooh, good right to the body from Benavidez. Ooh, good left upstairs by Benavidez. Gvozdyk is continuing that jab. Now, here's my thing. You got the yin, you got the yang. 1, 2, 3, 4 punch combinations from David. He's making it exciting in there. Look at that. He's loading up. Wow, that's what Canelo does. That was an old Canelo trick. He loaded up. He looks like he was going downstairs, and he comes up upstairs and cracks you in the face. Oh, good left hook from Gvozdyk. Looks like Gvozdyk, he took a walk around the block. Gvozdyk needs to come back here. He has the rest of this fight. Let's make Kirk famous. Gvozdyk needs, DB is done with the weight bully advantage. It is over with it at this weight. Well, here's the thing. I like where they started him. They could have started him with another easy touch, with a guy that's never been a champion. They could have put him in there with somebody that he was going to annihilate just due to skill, and you know what I mean? But he has skill versus the size difference and the size experience. He ain't never fought up here before. 175 pounds. Like I told you about that curve, those guys are 185, 190 pounds right now. They're damn near heavyweights. You got this, what? David Benavidez is 6 feet and a half. Gvozdyk looks, damn, is he taller than him? Gvozdyk looks a lot bigger than him. And see David's punches. Like, I don't know about the weight bully thing. I just think a lot of people think, had made legacies off of fighting in weight classes they had no damn business being into. Counterpunch. Yeah, Gvozdyk, he throws uppercuts too. He's just not throwing them in the right times. He needs to throw a straight right down to the body of Benavidez. Throw it down to the body, and then set up a right uppercut or a left uppercut, depending on what side he leans towards. That's what he needs to start doing. He's headhunting, just he's kind of putting me in the mind of Kovalev. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't know why Mayweather said that this fight was canceled. He wanted it to be canceled because he was mad. Oh, good 1, 2, 3, 4. Landed for David Benavidez. This dude said my commentary was biased. Man, he tripping. You know, David started the cross guard now because he knows those straight punches. So something in those punches might have affected him. Throw something with some stank on it. Yeah, I mean, well, see, here's another thing though. Once you move up, the good thing about moving up, you bring the speed with you. See, he's not really throwing hooks like that. He's throwing 1, 2 shots. 1, 2, then a jab, jab, then 1, 2, then a jab, jab, jab. Good right left hook from David. Yeah, that left hook bothered Gvozdyk. Good right to the body by David. Look at that. Jab, jab. He throws a left hook and he lands a left hook. Gvozdyk moves. Oh, good right hand from Gvozdyk. David better keep his hands up. He's fighting a 175-pounder. He's lunging left hooks. You see these lunging left hooks? Then see, the thing is, Gvozdyk is catching on. We got Davis versus Martin, peoples. David getting frustrated. Well, yeah, he's thinking this guy should be out of there, man. But he ain't out of there, man. Oleg eating those punches. Yeah, he's eating them like Tic Tacs or Whopper Juniors. They ain't Big Macs or Big Whoppers or water burgers. Yeah, let's get those likes up. You know, I'm glad we hit the 100 mark. We got over 300 people in here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Bivol and Beterbiev can beat Benavidez. I want to see, that's the thing. We got to see that. I ain't giving him no chance up there. I'm just seeing the difference of punch and power. How his effect on Gvozdyk is not how it was at 168. So maybe he's where he needs to be. I don't think he's bit off more than he can chew. I just think what he's chewing is a lot. You know what I mean? He's still... Like, damn it, man. Oh, good left hook for David. David's trying these knockout shots. And I keep reminding you guys, he's reminding me of when Canelo fought Bivol. The only difference was Bivol threw a lot more punches, you know, and I do credit, you guys know who you are, for stating on what David did in Sparring. Look, fighting someone like Bivol, the way Bivol moves, bro, look, Gvozdyk is good. Gvozdyk is no Bivol, okay? And Gvozdyk is having moments within these rounds. He's not winning them, though, you know, but it just shows you that, like David's starting to load up on these shots because he's expecting a knockout and he's really trying to make a statement. And I think he needs this work. He needs these rounds. You know what I mean? He can't, a KO can't get you out of every situation unless you're Artur Beterbiev, right? I mean, he is smaller. Look at David. Look at David and look at Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk is a lot bigger. He's just bigger. Look at his arms are bigger. Damn, head's bigger. His back's bigger. David is a fat dude that got small. So he looks like Jared from Subway. He got them Jared from Subway bodies builds. You know what I mean? He was just fat. Now he's just kind of not, you know? But I mean, he's still strong. Oh, David's winning. Oh, good body punch from Gvozdyk. Good right hand to the body. That's what he should have been throwing the whole fight. I think David's getting tired a bit. I think he's getting tired, but he's working on that defense, which is very important. Very important for David to work on his defense because, see, when he does get tired, he has his defense like he did in that round. Good right and left. Look, another overhand right for David. And David's trying to knock him out. Do you say the shot that he threw and missed, the last punch he threw and missed? Look, David Benavidez at 15 years old, 250 pounds. I'm trying to tell you, he's like Jared, bro. You mean like Alfonso from Wingstop? Yep. Yeah, he's tired. He's throwing these big shots. See, he's loading up. Bow, bow, bow. He's loading up on these shots, bro. And the thing is, like, you know, he's scoring. But understand, it like this is, to be fair, this is his first fight. This is an acclimation process. If I'm David, I would stop talking about 168 unless you're going to go back there and stay there. Don't talk about straddling the fence between 168 and 175. If you're going to be, don't do what Canelo did. See, Canelo made that mistake. And you see, if you notice, when he got his ass whooped by Bivol, he never wanted to come back to 175. He said it's too heavy for me. Remember that? But before he fought Bivol, his ass was talking about going to cruiserweight. If you guys can remember that, remember? The cruiserweight champion, I forget his name, Bamaku or something like that. I forget his name. But he wanted to fight him. I want to go to cruiserweight, possibly, you know. I would say Benavidez is more like Colossus. Yeah, he's not going to stop, bro. See that? Like, you see how Gvozdyk has David on the ropes? David is going to have, like, look, this is the problem. I don't see David punching hard enough for what I've seen in the last 7 rounds of this fight. I don't see him punching hard enough to hurt Benavidez. I don't see it unless, you know, that speed he has. He's going to have that as an advantage. But look, Benavidez is going to run him over. That shit he set up against Bivol, you got to show me too. You know, he's going to fight one of those dudes. And Turki Al-Sheikh, look, he ain't got time to mess around. Turkey's good in these big fights. So look, he's throwing these shots. I've never seen him throw shots like that and miss like that. See, David has access to throw. Well, Gvozdyk, his punches are limited. You could tell. Look at that right hand. That right hand landed. That would have put a 168-pounder down the way he countered. He jabbed, he went on the jab and bow, caught this cat. Gvozdyk just, you know, I mean, okay, good punch. Shit, it ain't hurting. You know, it's not enough power up there. It's not enough power. So, you know, now he's going to need his speed, you know, and everything, which mad respect to him. I'm not dogging David. What I'm just saying is the stuff that we've seen at 168, we're not seeing at 175. We're seeing a lot of speed and talent and quickness, okay, reflexes. We're seeing that from David. That's how he's shining. That's how he's winning. But he's not winning because he's just mawing these dudes. He's not mawing them over. He's having to pick him apart. You know? It looks like Brutus from Popeye. You know? They're not going to get Gvozdyk with those wild haymakers. I don't know. He's getting tired. And you understand, it's still 9, 10, 11, and 12. You still got 4 rounds left in this fight. And see, this is what we've seen in the last 2 rounds. We've seen Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk needs to come on a lot stronger. See, that left hook landed. And that landed flush onto Gvozdyk. Benavidez round 6 and 2 in favor of Benavidez. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Turkey wants to see the game of little against the best he pay. He wants to see the best fight the best. Or see, basically, this is what we're learning. The best fights the best. I think it should be the best that people call the people that they call the best fighting the rest. And what we're noticing is the people that call themselves the best are getting beat by the rest. Okay? That's what's happening. That's what's happening in this whole situation. The people that they call the best are getting beat by the rest. That's why everybody has to test. Bars. That's how it's done. And thanks to Turkey, we're figuring all this shit out. We're figuring it all out because Wilder was never supposed to get beat by Joseph Parker. That wasn't supposed to happen in a million years, right? I mean, just keeping it a buck. Parker beating Wilder in a fight? That isn't supposed to happen. Now, see, Gvozdyk, I don't understand why he's... Oh, good right hand from Gvozdyk. I was just about to say, why isn't Gvozdyk throwing harder shots? Because, see, even in like fights, like David, like it's not over yet. Because David's winding up on these shots. He is trying. So if he don't knock Gvozdyk out, it ain't because he didn't try. He's trying to lay this sucker out. Good left hook from Gvozdyk. Ooh, good right hand from Gvozdyk. Ooh, good right to the body by David Benavidez. Ooh, good right, another right hand from Gvozdyk. Oh, good right hand from Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk now is touching him. He's touching him. And this is, look. And now you're seeing when David gets tired because he's throwing all these, look at that. He lands a left hook and gets countered with a right hand. And normally those counters from David Benavidez, from 168 pounders, they ain't countering back because they just took a shot that made them stop. Oh, good right uppercut from Gvozdyk. That's that punch you don't see a lot. It's tricky because he don't use it in that excess. He throws it at weird times. Ooh, see, a left hook lands for David Benavidez and he gets caught with a right hand. Look, it's getting real interesting now. It's getting real interesting. That's what you want to see. Wants to make a statement moving up in weight and then getting a KO. Upset maybe it smells like. Well, look, Gvozdyk is landing a lot more right hands. He won that round in my eyes. We can debate on the other rounds, but I look at what's going to happen to come. I see David getting a little tired. He ain't doing what he used to. He's still eager. But just because you're eager don't mean fatigue shows all things, people. Fatigue. Once you get tired, that fatigue sets in, you know? Team Tank got the Ghostbusters. Sure. I wondered about that. I wondered about that, man. Vincent Salamatio. Oh, man, yeah. I don't see how they had Gvozdyk losing the last round, though. I would disagree with that. Look at David's mouth open. Oh, good jab and a right hand to the body by Benavidez. Yeah, he does need to turn it up. These are championship rounds now. This is 10, 11, and 12. Frank looked like a liked death after the weigh-in. Wonder how much he walks around at. I don't know. It's a good question. Tank gonna get smacked. Wilder versus Joyce next. That'd be a good one. And you know what? If he fights Joyce and can't knock Joyce out and Zane can, you know, that shows you that Wilder's punch is gone. It's just gone. A good 1-2 by Gvozdyk. Big trade jabs. Good 1-2 by Gvozdyk. Oh, another good right hand by Gvozdyk. Another 1-2 by Gvozdyk. David's tired, bro. Another 1-2 by Gvozdyk. That's in the glove. The speed's still there, but you look at his mouth is wide open. Don't look good. See, somebody look. And look, he's had to work harder. He's had to work harder. Oh, good left hook to the body by David, though. He was exiting stage right. Left hook. Stopped him in his tracks. Ooh, good left hook lands for David. 1-2 lands for David. See, David's better on the inside. That's how he's winning these exchanges. That's how he's winning these exchanges. This fight shows you that how destructive the power is of Beterbiev. Yeah. It just shows you different weight classes and different levels to this, man. It shows you. See, these shots that David's landing on, but like, look at what Beterbiev did to Gvozdyk, bro. He just beat him down. He ran right over Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk was... Then keep in mind, bro. Let me look up that fight. Okay. Date. Okay, third round. Let's see. Bro, that was in 2019. You do understand, like, this guy retired after that fight. So Beterbiev retired him temporarily after that loss. He gave it up. One loss. He was 17-1. Okay? Now he's what? Whatever. That's been years ago. That's been years ago. But understand, Beterbiev, bro, did that when did Gvozdyk. That's that post, I just put Adonis Superman Stevenson in a coma. Yeah, this Gvozdyk ain't like the Gvozdyk that fought him. If you look at how this guy fought, he fought Beterbiev, bro. Yeah, Beterbiev is a monster. He's higher than a giraffe's head. Gvozdyk's throwing these. He's throwing now. He's leaning into shots. 1-2 for Gvozdyk. Another shot to the right for Gvozdyk. 1-2-3 for Gvozdyk. One, two. Oh, left hook to the body. Right hand to the body. Straight right lands for Gvozdyk. Oh, good right hand for Gvozdyk. David tried to pin him into a corner. Ooh, nice. Gvozdyk jammed down to the body and came right upstairs between the guard and rocked David. And I'll say this about David Benavidez too, man. We got 20 seconds in this fight left. David's mouth is open. He knows, okay, this shit's real up in 175, up in here. He knows it's real. He knows, like, okay, this is what look, it's only going to get worse from this point. But he took good shots from Gvozdyk, even though Gvozdyk's not known to be a power puncher and all. Don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of like, well, what happens when he does? Okay, so, all right. No, okay, well, I'm sorry. This is the 12th round. It's going into the 12th round. I thought that was the last round. What up, Kurt, Squilla 50? Oh, and Squilla 50. What's up, King Mike in the building? Bivol, the bear. Bivol, the bear, wouldn't even approach him. And David's starting to swell. Look, this is the big boys. You come to 175, this is what you're gonna get. Oh, I love it. I love it. See, he's feel. He's very feel. See, one thing about this fight here is showing that David Benavidez also has a chin. See, a lot of those guys that he's the big dude. He hydrates up and beats the hell out of somebody at 168. Now he's at 175. Now, oh, good right uppercut. Ooh. By Gvozdyk. Oh, nice. Now they're going toe to toe because they know it's championship rounds. Oh, good load up for David Benavidez with a hard right hook. And Gvozdyk kind of covered up for about 5 seconds. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was expecting David to punch himself out. Good overhand right. Double shot. Another right for Gvozdyk. Minute 32 left. Good right uppercut. See, there's that right uppercut that Gvozdyk hardly ever throws, but when he throws it, it lands. Minute left. Good right hand from Gvozdyk. Another right hand from Gvozdyk. Double jab lands for David Benavidez. Right hand lands for Benavidez. Look at David's hands. His hands are down. That shows fatigue. He's tired. He's tired. Look at that jab that pushed David back. Overhand right for Gvozdyk. 30 seconds left. $15 seconds. Who wants it? Who wants it? Oh, good right hand for Gvozdyk. That was a good fight. Good fight. Yeah, David's tired, man. Look at it. He knows, like, look, this is at 175. And my punches are not the same as it was at 168. David, a hype job? No, he ain't a hype job. He just knows. Look, this is the former champion. I think he was the former WBC champion because he took the WBC strap from Adonis Stevenson, put him in a coma for 6 months. No cap. Credit to David. Yeah, champions in 2019. Yeah, man, look, the 2019 was 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago. That's crazy. Look, he just punched out and through to a victory. He had to take shots too. You know what I mean? But it's just those shots are not landing. But look, that's what happens when you move up in weight classes. The hype train is over. Well, it ain't going to be like he thinks it's going to be. I think they're going to see here. And here's another thing to think about. They had an opportunity to fight. Was it Bivol or no? It was Beterbiev. See, Beterbiev was offered on the WBC end to move up to 175 to challenge Beterbiev. If you guys can remember that, and they declined it. They said, no, hell no, we ain't going to 175. This was last year. This was last year. And David was like, David and company, like, look, we respectfully decline. We're going to stay at 168. They offered David Benavidez's big ass to go up there. Then, yeah, see, he's, look, let's see. I mean, yeah, he won. But he won by picking the fighter apart. Unanimous decision, 29-0, 24 KOs. But look, look, I had to earn this ish. I had to earn it. He had to earn that fight. He was huffing and puffing. If he will let us see fight, we'll see. What? If he will let us see fight, we still going to see fight after it finishes. Oh, okay. Gvozdyk cannot fight. I mean, Gvozdyk, how old is Gvozdyk now? 36, 37 years old? Look, understand. Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Nah, it's not that smart. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Age. He is 37 years old, man. This guy's 37 years old fighting a guy that's 27 years old. So, look, that's a 10-year advantage. So before we say, man, Gvozdyk can't fight, bro, have you seen his reel? Did you see the Beterbiev fight? Beterbiev ran over him eventually. But he had to run over him. He had to get to him. He was the bull in the matador, but the bull ran over the matador.
Y busca Canelo y deja a Canelo también vacante los cinturones. No te da problemas hacer el peso. Dice, no, no, no me da el peso problemas. Dice, me encantaría pelear en dos divisiones, y en estas dos divisiones. Bueno, felicidades para David Benavidez. Señoras y señores, vamos.
See, he's still talking, hey, yeah, man, I want to fight in 2 weight classes. Look, I would give 168 up because if he keeps on trying to make 168, he's not going to fully acclimate and campaign at 175. He did a good job. He showed grit. He showed determination, but the power was just not there like it used to be. Not saying it wasn't there at all, because there's a reason why Gvozdyk did take a walk around the block. He took a few walks, didn't he? But he couldn't hurt him to the point he staggered him and did it. No, that was just no knockdowns. Okay? Gvozdyk's lost a lot of power and rhythm. I mean, well, Gvozdyk's 37 years old. See, we just looked it up. See, his April 15th. So he just turned 37 a couple months ago. Somebody tell me a page. But I've been telling you guys that. We got a super chat over 100 NOK from Ask Skip. It's late here, so I'm calling it a day. Ask Skip, appreciate the love, my brother. Join us to see what happens live, in your time. Everybody got to go to bed and everybody ain't on the same time. So peace out, my brother. We will see you on the next one. Peace, everybody. Peace out to Ask Skip in the building, the man with the wrench. Commentators were pretty biased. I didn't hear them. What did this win mean? Nothing. Who cares if you beat this clown? You have to beat my bro Bibble. Well, I mean, he has to beat everybody else. He has to beat everyone else. Kurt, I'm going to a graduation party. I'm out. Jose Chavez. ¿Dónde vas, papá? No salí, por favor. Quedar aquí con nosotros. Yeah, Gvozdyk came in to lose on points. Yard would be a real test. Yeah, Anthony Yard's still young. That would be a good fight because Yard is a counterpuncher and he's explosive. He's athletic. He packs power. You know what I mean? And he hurt Beterbiev at times. Bro, I'm liking it though. Because see, now we just don't see what it is. We see something totally different. We see something totally different. Totally different. Pascal versus Benavidez. Pascal, he's another guy that's too old right now. David would eat up Pascal. He's just too old. Now, he has the power. He has the power still. So be careful. Because somebody like him, and he juice from time to time. He's a juicer. They've called him juicing. Senor Hatiano. He loves that juice. He loves that needle in the culo. Give David some time. Yeah, give him time, bro. This is his first fight. He has to acclimate. He has to acclimate at this weight class. But him going back and forth and all that dumb shit, that's not going to help him. He's 27 years old. You know what that means? 168 may be a little bit too small for him. Fight people your own damn size. That's what we seen tonight. He can still win. He beat Gvozdyk. There ain't no controversy about that. He beat Gvozdyk. Did he knock him out? Did he drop him? No, he didn't supposed to because he's fighting people his own damn size. So now that person that's his own size is giving him a fight that's more balanced because he's fighting in the right weight classes. I like him at this weight. I do too. It shows that he has to work harder. It shows now he's going to go back to the drawing board if he's smart. If he's smart, they're going to show him like, hey, you know what? You better be in better condition for this fight. with these other cats. You know what I mean? Because David Benavidez is in good with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Turkey Al-Sheikh wants to throw your ass to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? He holds you accountable for the standards that you hold yourself. And Turkey Al-Sheikh is saying, okay, you're good. No, you're good. So let's see you fight the winner of Benavidez. We're going to make it happen. I give you $10 million. Shit, you better be ready. Because it's either you're going to get beat or you're not. But one thing's for sure, them guys, they're coming to fight for that money. This ain't no split up the middle and bullshit upside and A-side. No. This is Turkey Al-Sheikh telling you the way it is. I'll give you 5 million. I give you 5 million. And who knocks out, I'll give you 2 million bonus. Shit, the guys are going to be fighting like they're in the UFC. Benavidez won't beat Benavidez. Well, I mean, he can. He can. Okay. Forget the Joe Smith Jr. Joe never recovered from the Benavidez fight. Well, here's the thing. He could beat Joe Smith. However, here's the deal with Joe Smith. You know, so here's the thing. If Joe Smith hits David Benavidez, he can hurt David. He has that punching power to hurt David. Gvozdyk, I don't think, does. Especially, like his reflexes are not where it is. I would like to see David fight a 32-year-old version of that guy. That guy in 2019 that fought Benavidez. That's what I want to see David fight. This shit here, he fought an older guy that's 37 years of age. That's been retired once and decided to come back because he thought that he was ready and he thought he had a few fights left, and he was right about that. But that didn't mean he was going to be anywhere near like he was before he retired. It's just, it is what it is. Like I said, guys, these fights like this, stack up these fighters and rank them above wins. Mavava, Sylvester, what's up, Kurt? Counterpunch to you. And with you on this live from South Africa. Let's see how F. Martin handles Tank. I wish Frank can pull it off, but I don't see how. We're going to find out. Look at that. Look at, no, but Beterbiev is 20-0 with 20 KOs. So this man has destroyed and walked through and knocked out everybody that he's been in there with, or made the ref stop it, or made the corner stop it. Either way, that fight did not go the distance if you're getting in there with, I call him the damn bear. He looks like a bear. So you got to be careful of them guys that come from that part of the world that like, especially you look at like Nurmagomedov, Beterbiev, those guys. It's another cat in the UFC. Those guys got them low ass hairlines. You know what I mean? Look like they half bear, thick ass beards, Muslim. You know, don't eat pork, never ate pork a day in their life. Train out in the cold and all that shit. You know how hard and tough you got to be to fight somebody in the cold? Imagine if it's ever been like 16 degrees outside and you get in a fight and hit somebody. Dude, that's pain. And these cats over there knowing what it's like, and they don't even bother them because that's how they grew up. Eating seal meat and salmon and shit like that. Yeah, man, those guys are definitely crazy. Anthony Schultz, happy Father's Day, Big Kurt. Appreciate you, brother. If you're a father, happy Father's Day to you, along with every other person on the chat. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the building. You know Father's Day is ranked number 26 on holidays. Mother's Day is ranked number 2. Let that shit sink in. You can't get under their skin. No, you can't. But understand something is that's apparent with those guys over there. They just train different. And see, I think that's pretty much all of use, like Eastern European, but like some people just have the extremity to just condition themselves way past the situation that they will go through in the ring because they haven't been in a situation that they couldn't handle due to the fact that they've prepared themselves for stuff that they know they can handle. They over prepare themselves. Like, dude, nothing can stop me from what I prepared to do to you. I would crush you, Mother Russia. I'd crush you like the Soviet Union wall. I crush. I'm going to smash your boy. You remember Nurmagomedov? Remember what he said? You remember what Nurmagomedov said? He's same place from Benavidez is from. You guys heard him with that damn white chili ass hat on. I am going to smash your boy, guys. Alhamdulillah, I'm going to smash your boy. Oh yeah, he said that. Sure shit stinks. I'm going to smash your boy, guys. And he really and Connor really pissed him off when he offered him that whiskey. You know that brand of Proper 12. He offered him that damn whiskey. You know that offended Nurmagomedov because Muslims don't drink. They don't drink. You know what I mean? They don't drink. He offended that man. And then when he beat him up, he was talking to Connor. Now say talk now. Before he tied him up and submitted him. Then he jumped over the octagon into the entourage of Conor McGregor and started a riot. It was crazy. Mac Weed, inshallah. Yeah. That's God willing. Yeah. Them guys are different, man. They different beasts over there. I'm telling you. So the money line plus 475 for Frank Martin, plus 400 by KO for Frank Martin, plus 155 for Tank if it goes the distance, plus 110 for what was that? What's O/U? I don't know what that means. Khabib said he must think whiskey's gonna help him, and it did that night. Man, he beat Conor like he stole something. He wasn't even playing, man. Like, see that type of stuff there, man, is pretty tough. They don't drink or smoke, but they will blow themselves up. Don't say that. Not all people think that way. Not all people think that way. Because I mean, most Muslims, you ask most like true Muslims, they don't believe in shit like that anyway. Blowing themselves up. That's it. That's the saddest type of manipulation though ever. Imagine that someone convinces you, right, that God wants you to run into somewhere and blow somebody. That is like you have to be. And then here's the sad part about it: you have to be manipulated at an early age to think that. You have to be that way. You have to be taught that shit from an early age. Somebody that doesn't mental process hasn't really developed to say, okay, this is right and this is not right. Okay? So, Kurt, where you got that Turkish soccer club jersey from? Vacation? Yep. Well, no, not necessarily vacation. I won't say that. Team Martin, Barkley Moses, counterpunch to you. Islam was a peaceful religion in the 70s before the Iranian Revolution. Well, um, I don't know about the 70s because, the Nation of Islam didn't play either. Oh, no, they didn't play at all. As you guys can recall back to boxing, Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston, and a lot of people know what happened. Call it the Phantom Punch. That was no Phantom Punch. Those guys they told Sonny, yo, Sonny, you beat Muhammad Ali, which was kind of stupid because Muhammad Ali already beat Sonny Liston fair and square. They stopped it off cuts, bro. And they were like, listen, if you beat him, you're one dead, you know what. Okay? Said the Nation of Islam is not Muslim. I'll go ahead and disagree with you on that one. I was a Conor fan. Khabib pieced him up in a stand-up too. Khabib, yeah, he did. He pieced him up real nice, like. Kurt, some Muslims eat pork. Well, okay. The mob probably put Sonny's family on the line and said sad stuff. Yeah, they threatened him, bro. And the sad thing about it is, like, Sonny used to work for the mob. And it's crazy that, like, the mob wouldn't protect Sonny against the Muslims that were threatening Sonny. They made all that damn money from Sonny. Sonny used to be the guy that you didn't want to see. Sonny used to work for the mob. See, Sonny used to be that guy that came knocking on your door. Hey, you ain't paid Louis yet. Step outside. Let me break something. What? Break what? I'm gonna break your arm. You owe me. You owe him $20,000. Back then, $200 was a lot of money, right? So Matthias is sloppy. Matter of fact, let's see in the 50s, because that's when he was doing all that heinous shit. How much was $200 in 1950 worth today? Check this out. $200 in 1950 was equivalent to $2,599.54 now. So if you had $200 in 1950, you had $2,600. Crazy. So yeah, it's crazy. Inflation. I don't like Tank, but I gotta admit, starting this entrance with Ghostbusters theme is pretty. Yeah. Ghostbusters. We're gonna have Ghostbusters, and I'll be the Ghostbuster. I'll be the black Ghostbuster. So we got Davis in the building. He's in the ring, people. I got Frank Warren winning a spinning back kick. Junto says Tank a girl. Hey, Kurt, do you smell shocking upset? No, because I think Frank's got something to prove, and he's going to try to do something that nobody's done besides doing what he know he can do. Tank's still walking around with crosses. Yeah, I think that's weird. If you notice, guys like Kevin Gates, he had a little cross right there. He took that off. He still got a teardrop, I think, on a couple of them and a shitload of other tats. But he took that cross off of his face. Yo, he fruity and loopy. Well, if he is, he's a strong fruity and loopy guy. Yeah, Kevin Gates is Muslim now. Yeah. Yeah, he's Muslim now. Frank too drained to do anything. Uh-oh, Harvey Doc. Remember him? I am tardy to the party. Kurt, happy Father's Day to you. Aaron Edson, appreciate you, brother. Counterpunch to you. A teardrop means you murder somebody. Well, I mean, he, like Kevin Gates doesn't have a squeaky clean record, man. He went to prison. He was in prison, you know. I mean, matter of fact, he was, I don't know who, he was with somebody, and then he was out on a date or something, and he was with some girl that he was dating. And somebody said something to her. And of course, the way he responded, you know how he responded? He stabbed him like 6, 7 times or more. Yeah, no, he stabbed him a lot, bro. I don't know if he killed the guy or whatever, but yeah. I turned down the volume to listen to your play-by-play. Stefano Lorenzo, counterpunch to you. And here we go. Teardrop means body or missing a loved one. Okay. I haven't looked up his record. Mr. Gates. I think it's really original to say your whole now, you know, your like your name. I'm Kevin Gates. Yeah, I'm Kevin Gates. But it's, you know, it's catchy though. It is catchy. What's your name? Not Pop Smoke, not, you know, 2 Chainz, Kevin Gates. I'm Kevin Gates. It's almost like Jim Jones. You know, Jim Jones, like I'm Jim Jones. You know? Happy Father's Day, Kurt. My daughter only gets 3 male friends, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I heard that. Count Drago in the building. Counterpunch to you. Those are some good friends, bro. Good friends. Very good friends. Unlike RG, at least he's got some dog in him. Sorry, Father Nisser, for sinning. Here we go. Give us the ding dang. Here we go. Now, everybody's getting out. Chief seconds, they're getting out. Everyone's leaving the ring. And I'm about to go. Ding, ding. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Do you guys think that they're going to strip Usyk? I don't. Eventually they will. They'll do it before that Joshua fight starts. Now, this is crazy. It starts acting up right when it starts. They just hit ding, ding. Oh, come on, man. Let's see here. Yeah, that sucks. Because, I mean, it froze up right when you have to back out and come back in. Yeah, streaming, man. You got to stream it. Got to stream it, man. Ooh, good left to the body by Frank. Ooh, good 1-2 by Frank. Ooh, good jab by Frank. Davis lands a good jab to the body. This is what I love about these two southpaws, man. Frank's coming in sharp. He's coming in sharp. Yeah, 5G has problems. Yeah, I mean, dude, I haven't been crazy, ever been crazy about 5G. I remember over 10 years ago, when we first seen had look at Frank about to pick man, he's gonna pick him up. I know you strong, Frank. Good overhand left for Martin. Even though it was blocked on that. I wouldn't went through the guard for Martin. Oh, good left to the body by Martin. Good round. Feel like I'm watching midgets fight. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Realize. I'm sorry. No, 10 years ago. Like no, actually, it was about 13 years ago when they first entered. Like when 4G came out, I got my first phone, first touchscreen phone in 2011. Yeah, 2011. Was it 10? Is it the 10 or 11? No, no, it was 2011. And I just knew like things were changing because I had a BlackBerry before that. I had a BlackBerry, then a BlackBerry Tour, had a BlackBerry Global phone, then a BlackBerry Tour, then a BlackBerry. Um, had two tours and two global phones. And when I got a touchscreen, I was like, "Wow, okay, this is where it's at." But they didn't have 4G in our area yet. And then when it really finally kicked off, it was like 2011. Okay, so 2011, we seen the 4G and how fast it was. And then I left because I had a HTC Thunderbolt. Okay, that was my first phone. The shit would last 5 hours. It was ridiculous. You know. And I had then after that I got the Motorola Bionic. And dude, when I tell you about speeds, bro, the Bionic was so fast. I mean, it was so fast, bro. So fast. Yeah, Martin's doing good, man. He's look. You know what this fight's reminding me of? This is reminding me of how remember when Lomachenko fought Teofimo Lopez and how Lopez was just just like just everything is punctual. Everything is punctual, and and Loma wasn't doing anything really. He was countering every now and then, but most of the action belonged to Tio. This is how this fight's looking thus far. So next tail chirp. I remember, yeah, the damn chirp phones. Ooh, good straight overhand left from Davis. Davis is coming in with the high guard like Canelo. Dude, he hit Frank on the hip. Oh, good left uppercut by Davis. Damn, Tank don't be wearing those shoes. Don't be wearing those. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Tank's opening it up. Now Frank wants to hold. He wants to hold. Oh, good straight left from Martin. Oh, another 1-2 from Martin. That nice. That jab is giving Davis fits though, especially when Frank throws the left behind it and he throws it and he's establishing that jab. My boy Barry, he's always in. I need to invite him to the show. He always sends me in and kind of throws off the stream, kind of. I had a bunch of those yellow construction Nextel phones. They were cat's asses back then. And I don't mean cause of his shoes. Davis has the Mayweather training in his possum toolbox. Yeah, Martin's doing good, man. Yeah, just jabs. He he's coming behind the jab, then he's following up. He's not just jabbing. He's not giving Davis too much of anything. Davis is trying to come in and pick his attack. Well, I got it 2-0. I mean, I can't give Davis something that he ain't earned. I mean, it's been Martin just right straight behind the jab. He's been pawing with that jab, or he'll stick it, then he'll throw the left behind it. He'll launch that, and it's right there since Tank, and all he's doing, he's just trying. That jab is to see where Tank's hands are going to be. So if he knows where his hands is going to be, he comes to the side, he takes a little sidestep, and he throws the left, and he lands somewhere around the right cheek or the temple of Davis. And he's been successful doing that. Davis throws a 1-2, then a jab downstairs. Good shot. Ooh, good left by Martin. Martin pieced him up because he thought he was going to retreat. He had that high guard up. As soon as David came in with a 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, bap, straight up the middle with a straight left. Good shot from Martin. I don't know. I mean, if he's look, he's doing a good job, and I'm really impressed with him so far. Oh, good jab. That jab has been giving Davis fits. Now Davis knows. Look at Davis. Davis is trying to look. Davis is trying to get in close because he's a smaller guy in there. Frank's trying to smother him. And then and he knows the closer Davis gets, the more intense Martin gets. Look at that right uppercut. Right uppercut lands for Davis because he knows. Look, he knows the closer he gets to Martin, he's trying to crack that safe wide open. Yeah, Davis, because Davis is tough. There's a thing, like I told you guys. I told my boy Hop today, friend of mine. I told him, I said, look, Davis can punch and miss. Martin can't. He has to land. He has to be on point. Bah! Nice straight left. Martin looks much bigger and stronger. Look at that jab. See, he comes right. He does that Adislani law. You know what I mean? If he's still there, why not punch him if that target's still there? If that guy's head is still there, it's there to be punched. Davis looks powerless too. I don't know about powerless. I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that powerless jazz, but understand something. I think, if anything, okay, this is round 4. Look at that 1-2, 3-punch combination from Martin. Oh, good jab from Davis. That man, he's like a quick little leopard. Like a quick leopard. 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 Right uppercut. And see what's going to happen. Harvey Doc's going to get frustrated. Understand, I think Harvey Doc's from the East Coast. This guy's from Detroit. Okay? You better be careful, because when Davis is Davis is getting frustrated because he's not being first. He's getting time. Look at Martin. Look, he grabs him. He grabs Davis because he knows Davis wants to mix it up, because he's taking Frank's power. It ain't about the power. It's about Frank doing what he needs to do. You know? Oh, Martin goes for a single leg takedown. Yeah, he's trying to, look at him. He's trying to do the business. He's trying to get in there. Yeah, Davis has to do something. He has to go for the body, but he risks getting countered upstairs, going to that body. Oh, good straight left by Martin. Yeah, Davis is trying to get him into the corner. Oh, good left uppercut. Oh, good straight left from Martin. Martin's using that clinch to his advantage. He's not just clinching. He's also punching off the clinch, especially when the ref allows him, the fight to get out. If he has outboxed Martin 12 rounds, let's see what They want him to keep the guard. Tank's doing a little damage here. Let's see. Let's see what Tank does. Let's see what Tank does. Okay, this is the beginning of the 5th. Tank's looking for the knockout. That's pretty much what he needs to do. He needs to look for the knockout. Davis hit him clean. Martin didn't get hurt. Tank knocks everyone out with that shot. I'm really surprised in how this fight's going, though. The discipline of Martin to fight like he's doing. Oh, good straight left by Martin. Good straight left by Martin. Ooh, good straight counter. Nice left. Oh, good jab. Good jab by Martin. Dude, he's beating Tank to the punch as of right now. There's a minute and a half left. Oh, good 1-2 by Tank. Finally. He gets a 1-2 in. Davis better move his head. I call it Martin isn't going to press. See, he's doing a good job boxing. Tank going for the body. Yeah. Oh, good body shot by Tank. Good jab by Martin. Oh, good jab by Martin. Oh, good left and a right hook by Davis. Ooh, good right hook by Martin. Good jab by Davis. Ooh, good straight left to the body by Davis. Davis is going to land something bigger sooner or later. Well, I mean, it's going to get to the point where he's have to because this is already round 5. Okay, so Martin's winning, bro. He landed a right hook, and Martin took it well. I thought he landed him with both, but he comes back with his own straight right hook. Okay. See, Davis landed that left uppercut right hook. Another Martin round. Yeah, Frank's winning, bro. He's beating Davis. Let me see what they're saying in Davis's corner.
I told you he's going to move. I know he's going to move. Remember, just keep pressing him down here. Over, rough him out a little bit. Yeah. Let's go.
You hear what he said? He ain't got nothing on it. He said he don't have nothing on it. Tank has any rounds. I mean, maybe you could give him one. You know, maybe the second, maybe. But I don't see, this is round 6. I see Frank doing the same thing. He hasn't stopped Frank from doing the same thing. And then when Davis gets overly aggressive, Tank goes for the takedown. He grabs you. Yeah, Detroit, man. Detroit's real. Yeah, Tank's going out to that body. Because like they said, they're like, yeah, he was going to move. This is why Tank won't fight Shakur. I mean, Shakur, he could possibly, I just think Frank's a little bigger. Oh, good straight left from Tank. Frank the Tank Martin. Not Frank the Tank. Oh, 1-2. I think Davis is coming in with shots. Oh, good straight overhand left from Tank. Straight left to the body from Davis. Johnny Wilson, I appreciate you, brother. Double jab, missed the left by Davis. Don't sleep on Frank or Tank. Well, I mean, he's what it's the 6th round. I mean, I can't give him a round. So I'm pretty sure somebody has, but I just can't. Because Frank's, got that high guard up. Yeah, yeah. That double jab. Look at now his body shots. And Frank's rubbernecking a lot of these shots from Davis. He's throwing. He needs to be more aggressive. Davis needs to be fighting like someone like Nick Ball. Davis doesn't respect Martin's power, and he doesn't need to, it seems. Well, I mean, it doesn't even matter if he respects it or not. He's losing rounds. And if he can't get the knockdown, he's just down, right? If old ass Gamboa can hurt Tank, Frank can. That's straight left. And look, Frank took that left nice. There's another straight left. He came in overconfident. Yeah, I mean, he's leaning in these shots. He's trying to knock out Martin. Martin ain't going nowhere, though. I got a 4-2 Frank, but expect Tank to win and win the rest of the rounds. Okay. Yeah, he's down. Like, look, he's down. Look, and this is round 7. Okay, this is round 7. So, look at that. This is just poise, balance. He's like Frank's keeping his composure, jabbing. Look at it. 1, 2, 3. Punch combination from Martin. I meant second half of the fight, not the rest of the rounds. Oh, good overhand right from Davis. Davis is leaning in those shots, bro. Davis is a quick, bro. He's quick and explosive. Look at Martin comes in with a double right hook, a left, then another right hook, and then another straight left. He shows I'm still in this thing too, boy. Straight left from Martin. Martin's doing good, man. That look, ooh. Overhand left and a left. Left to the body. I mean, right to the body by Davis. Yeah, Davis doesn't respect his punching power, though, man. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 shots. Frank said that was behind the head. Oh, good left from Davis. He opens up up on Martin. Here come Davis, dude. He's just coming in now, plowing. Left uppercut lands for Davis on the inside. That's that shot that hit Ryan Garcia, and Ryan's ass bitched out and didn't get up until the 10th count was over. Oh, good left uppercut from Davis. Davis is getting him into a corner. Frank better move, man. He has to move because I know Derek James is like, what are you doing in that corner? Oh, look at that straight left lands. See, that caught Martin. You got to be careful. You can't do that type of shit with Tank. Tank relies on those slip-ups. See, Frank's getting, look at his hands. Look at his hands. His hands were instructed to be up here. They're down here. If you notice, now he brings them back up. And the only reason he brought them up is because Davis brought his up. Now that's a Davis round right there. That is a Davis round. You see? Look what he told him. What the F you doing? Look at him. Yep. He told him. What are you doing? That right hook. He told Frank, what are you doing? I seen his lip. Do. So yeah, see that, and then see, here's the thing. Oh, and that really wasn't behind the head. That was kind of like where the guard is kind of in the, you know. Look at that straight left. See, he was trying to get out of there. Look, and he missed the counter. So Frank was going to throw the left, but he missed the counter. Yeah, he got him that round. So here we go. Kirk, stop. He ain't hurting him. Okay. Well, I mean, did I say it was hurting him? I don't think this has anything. Look, if Tank loses a fight, it would be because somebody is outboxing him and he just didn't have enough and he didn't do enough to win. A good straight left by Martin. He throws another 1-2. Oh, good overhand left from Martin. Good jab from Davis. Another good jab from Davis. Davis tries to walk him down. There's a snappy jumping jab, like a jaguar from Davis. Good jab to the body from Martin. Good left to the body from Martin. Now, why is Frank in that corner? See, Frank, look at it, right hand, look, left hand, down goes, look, out cold, look at him, out cold. What did I tell you? So what did I tell you? Out cold. Davis caught that boy. His trainer told him, what are you doing? Look at that backwards flip. That's why Tank is Tank. Good night, one punch. What did I tell you? Davis can punch, miss. Frank can't. I told you that. I told you. Knock that boy out cold. Out cold. And I knew that people were going to tell him, like, look, hey, like his trainer, stop moving. Stop staying in that corner. Look at Errol Spence. I know you, I told you, gonna whoop him. That's not fake, bro. No, that's power. That's power. He caught that boy and didn't know where he was. No. Wow, that's fake? No, bro. He caught that boy. He caught that boy slipping. He caught him slipping. No, that power is real, bro. Look, I don't want to hear that. I said that overhand left for Tank is absolutely going to land. Well, look, and that's exactly what happened. Who you got calling Frank because you just got tanked. Who you got call? Who you gonna call, Frank? Because you just got tanked. Bars. TB_ or 2 black. Counterpunch to you. Okay. I gotta see it again. Let me take a picture of that. Let me take a picture of that knockdown. No. See, he got caught with a left before anyway. That wasn't just one shot. He caught him with the left. That buckled him. That other left finished him. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yep. And that's exactly what happened. Little Tank. That's what happened, people. What is that dance he's doing? Watch. Oh, right in the left. Then another straight left. Yeah, that left belted him, bro. See, that right and that left stood him up. Yep. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Dude, he don't even know where he's at right now. One more right? He catches him with a left uppercut. Then look, bow, straight left. So he really misses that right. But he needed that right as a decoy to set up the left uppercut. Out, cold. And here is Mr. Acrobat. Yep. Didn't lose. Don't like these weak American fighters. God-given power can't be taught. Frank stopped boxing. He did. I don't know why. Isn't that Leonard Ellerby that's supposed to step down? And the only reason he's probably there is because, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, look at Tank's face. Tank is a very light-complected individual. He's very fair, okay? So you're going to see every nick and cranny, every abrasion, every this and every that. Frank definitely should not have stopped boxing. He shouldn't have. J.E., prodigal son, he shouldn't have. That was just stupid. That was just stupid. He was winning the fight. Tank wasn't there to win rounds. He was there to knock him out. You know, Leonard the Nose. All this Tank matchups are pillow fists. That's why he gets confident in stay land power. I mean, honestly, I don't understand why he can't go to 140 if he's that damn tough. If he's that tough, why would Mario Barrios, a guy that he stopped, he didn't like? I didn't get that. I don't want to go to 140. I don't want to go to 140. I would like to see Martin versus Keyshawn Davis. Will Davis fight someone elite though? I mean, this guy was undefeated. I don't know about elite.
All right, let's go inside the ring.
Here we go.
Jim Gray's going to be talking.
Here we go, guys.
Davis.
All right, Morrow, thank you very much. Tank, 421 days off, and you picked up almost where you left off.
Yeah. Just a little crusty, a little rusty, but it's okay. I'm back.
Were you rusty? Did you feel it, or were you just feeling him out?
Yeah, a couple rounds, I feel as though that I ain't warm up completely like how I wanted to. Well, I did warm up, but I got cold as the fight was going on before me, but it's okay, no excuses.
Did his footwork bother you at all in those early rounds? Because he was winning the early rounds.
No, his footwork wasn't bothering me. I knew that he was going to tie down. So that's why I was doing. I would just stand there, be a target for him just so he could tire himself out. And once he tired himself out, you know what I mean, I started picking him apart.
And you were looking at your face in the monitor. It was a bit of a target. Is it hurting right now?
Yeah, it's a little like a little charge, but I'm okay. It come with the sport.
Let's jump in and take a look at this 8th round. First, let me ask you, did things turn around in the 7th round? Did you start to figure out? I know I haven't.
Look at that left. Oh, dude, that left just did him in.
No, but
Go ahead.
I thought it was an uppercut first.
Well, they just seen the last knockout shot. They supposed to, okay, now here it is. So he crouches down, he throws a right and a left uppercut. See, he was gonna block the right. Like I said, that right hook was just a decoy. It was just a decoy to set up the left uppercut. I would like to see him and fight Ben. I'd like to see that fight.
Really, do you feel that these guys can compete with you once you get into the later rounds?
He's already fought Isaac Cruz.
I don't know till they get in there with me, but you know, I've been around for a long time. You know, I've been training since I was 7 years old, competing since I was 8. You know what I mean? So it just it comes with, it's like second nature. You know what I mean? So it's just about, you know, staying focused, make sure my mind's on the goal, and that's.
Yeah, it was a good shot, Anthony Jackson. Member.
And you've said to me tonight that what you went through, the incarceration, made you a better person. Can you explain how?
It made me a better person about like just patience and things like that. Just stuff happening in life where you gotta go through it and not try to get around it. So it just better. It made me a better person. Made me a better.
I can't wait for this wife beater to be beat.
You know what I mean?
No sportsmanship. Wife beater. You think Loma would get caught like that, Kurt?
When will we see you again? And Lomachenko, everybody's talking about.
Here we go.
There's Stevenson.
Here we go.
There's Pitbull Cruz.
What would you like to do, and how soon would you do it?
Most importantly, I want to just, get back to the drawing board, get back in the gym, and just stay focused. I felt that I was a little rusty, but all them guys is, on my radar. And most importantly, I want to thank everybody that came out, everybody that tuned in, everybody that was a part of this event, this great event. I was about to say Showtime. Amazon Prime, Leonard, Aerospace, definitely my opponent, Frank Martin, his team, everybody, Al Heyman, thank y'all for this great event.
Tank, congratulations.
Thank you.
Calvin, congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, we should.
Frank, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, all good.
You were doing really well, taking the early rounds, and your footwork was...
He doesn't even have a swole on,
Did you
bro.
feel like you were in
He's not even scratched.
I felt like in the beginning I was in control, then got a little too comfortable. I got comfortable chilling on the ropes, trying to find that bigger shot. It wasn't presenting itself. I stopped doing my movement. Once I stopped doing my movement, he was able to land more shots. Once I stopped, doing my thing, he got off more shots on me.
Was your success or your feeling of success the reason you got comfortable?
No, I wouldn't say it was like me feeling my success. It was just me trying to figure out what I could do to slow the pressure down from him coming. I wasn't trying to move too much, too excessive, because I felt like that's what they wanted me to do. Tire my legs out, so I was trying to slow it down a little bit and kind of pace myself instead of moving so much. But, he came in, landed a big shot,
Look at Derrick James back there. He looks pissed. Derrick James looks pissed back there.
Let's take a look.
Dude looks like a mad, mean, pissed off bull. He's like,
From your vantage point. Right there.
look at that shot. Oh!
Really, I just...
Oh, that's rated off.
I didn't see the shot. He landed that up, they always say, they've been telling me, the shots you can't see is the ones that come from underneath.
Yep.
And that's the shot he landed, and he came over the top with that left.
Frank, appreciate your time. We're glad you're okay.
No problem, appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, we're all back to you.
So, Tank Davis does it yet again. So, Tank Davis is the reason why he's the guy. He's the headliner. He's the exciting fighter. That's why guys like Canelo like Tank, because Tank gets the job done. Bow! Look at that left. And see, those punches right there were just shots that he was setting up eventually. That left uppercut, and that buckled him, and that straight, boom! You know what? When that left uppercut, actually, he said he didn't see that shot. How can you not see that shot? That's what gets you to see and understand what happened. Tank hit this man so hard. He said he didn't see the punch. How can you not see a punch like this? He was out on his feet when he got shot. When he got hit with that shot, he was out on his feet, people. He didn't see that fight he didn't see it. He didn't see it at all. Frank is so stupid. Very disappointed with his performance. He had the right game plan in the first round. Nice body shots, too. He had the first 6 rounds. Let's just be real. He had the first 6 rounds. He was the other way. Yeah, no, turn it around like that. Yeah, turn it around the other way there, like that. There you go. It's in there. There you go. So what he was doing a good job. Had high guard out. He gave Tank really nothing to deal with. See, Tank is an aggressive counterpuncher. Now, he's just not going to throw sporadic shots if you notice. He's not a Nick Ball. He doesn't do that because he doesn't want to be the guy that ends up getting caught like he is. But like he said, I just stood in front of him and let him throw punches. And I know eventually he would get tired out, right? That's exactly what he did. So basically, he went in there and pulled a Rocky down Balboa. It's not how hard you get hit, it's how hard you get hit and still move forward, kid. That's what he did. He kept moving forward, and he kept getting hit until the other guy, let him punch himself out, then I'll come in. Tank was coming on, though. The stoppage was inevitable. I don't believe Frank Martin I don't think he was not tired. I think he was getting tired due to the pace. Then the body shots. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I see, you know. And because of that, okay, because of that fact, Frank stopped moving. That man wouldn't have stopped moving if it was working, right? If he was hurting Tank and he was doing what he's supposed to do with Tank, why did he stop? He stopped because his ass was getting tired. He couldn't handle that pace, so he tried to slow down a bit because he couldn't handle that pace. He did the Zhang theory. He has to go to 140 at some point. Well, he's been to 140. That's the whole point. Okay? Anthony Jackson, he's been there. He fought Mario Barrios. And he stopped him eventually, but Mario's tall, rangy guy, what, about 5'10". And he was landing his shots. But say Tank was taking those shots from afar. He had to work to get himself in. He eventually did. But after that fight, we saw something in Tank that I didn't like. Bars. You know what we saw? You know what I saw that I'm going to tell you guys on there for you guys will see what I saw? I saw Tank Davis not comfortable with getting hit with shots from a bigger person. That's like if David Benavidez would have stopped Gvozdyk, okay, and then decided I don't like how that felt, and I'm going to go back to 168. It was a sucker move, though, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Obviously, that's the whole point. Tank, you're like 5'5". You're Manny Pacquiao's height, okay? And you're just showing us that your cap is at 140. Now, we could say the same thing about Loma, but Loma will always have a heads up 2 times because he was a golden Olympian. See, he was beating all these guys like what's that Puerto Rican killer? The one that killed his baby mama over there. Castillejo? No, is it Castillejo? No, Verdejo. Like, he pieced up Verdejo. Like, guys like that, he ate. Loma ate guys like that for breakfast. He ate guys like that for breakfast. Simply because he was that guy. He was that guy that always beat you in the amateurs. He was that guy that he has so many W's on the record. So by the time he hit the pros, the second professional fight, he was fighting for a title. And the reason he was fighting for a title because he's already conquered these guys that and the amateurs already. He just got to make it a pro win now. So his record, yeah. Like Floyd said, Lomachenko, nobody told him to stay his ass in the amateurs that long. He stayed in the amateur that long, and he's getting old, and Tank's time is in the future. His time is now, but he's getting old. He's on his way out. And he knew he didn't want to put him in there until he pissed Floyd off, and then Floyd, we can put him in there, Lomachenko, right now. And that was 5-6 years ago. This was back 2018, 19, when Tank used to write, or used to send all those little subliminal tweets, and then he would erase them. Like, why would you say? It's like, don't erase it, send it. Stefano Lorenzo coming in with that $2 love. Great fight, great KO. I have been counterpunched. Absolutely, Stefano. Counterpunch to you, brother. Appreciate the love. But no, if he fights Loma now, I mean, could Loma, to answer the question, will Loma get caught with shots like that? I don't want to see that fight. Because all that means is you waited 6 years to a guy that's how old is Loma? 36? 37? You got to think about it. Oleksandr Gvozdyk, Vasily Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk, all them guys around the same age. They're all late 30s or mid to late 30s. All of them. So let's check Loma. What's Loma's age real quick? Lomachenko is 36 years old. So he's 36. Gvozdyk is 37. Usyk is 37. Like I told you guys, mid to late 30s. You know what I mean? And in Tank's, how old is Tank? 29? Is he 30 yet? Come on now. He's past his prime. He's just that good. Lomachenko reminds me of an old BMW car. It's like, okay, let's get like, say, a 2002 530 BMW. Those cars are still good, but they're old. Newer cars will beat those cars, but those newer cars weren't probably as built as the new older ones, the E39s. That's Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a souped up. You know what Lomachenko is? Lomachenko is a 2001 M Sport BMW. He's still good. He's still fast, but he won't beat the young guys because the young guys have technology of today. They have the youth of today. They don't have the wear and tear of yesterday because they wasn't around yesterday or yesteryear. They wasn't around back then. Loma was. So Loma has that, and then he has to compete with these guys of today. Tank needs to move to 140. I just told you guys, Tank did not like how it felt at 140. He did not like it. He did not like how it felt at 140. That's why he brought his ass back to 135. And I think that's actually jacked up. And I like Tank, don't get me wrong. I just know Tank is being protected in a certain way to protect him from getting beat in a certain way. Don't mean Frank was going to do it. It don't mean that. Johnny Wilson coming in with that 2-pound love. Appreciate you, my brother. Keep them coming. And that's the first super chat that you ever sent on the stream. Congrats to you, brother. Congrats, Johnny Wilson, in the place to be for his contribution to the channel. I disagree. Shit, Loma beat Haney, honestly, and I think he would beat Shakur. I mean, that's Shakur. Shakur doesn't hold any power. Look, Gervonta Tank Davis is dangerous because not only does he have not only does he have the talent, he has the power. He's dangerous. So if you're dangerous and you're gifted, you're skilled, that's a double whammy. You know what I mean? That the reflexes, like animal athletic reflexes, animalistic reflexes that he has. He was like a leopard in there. RC, I think Godfather Time caught up with Fury and Wilder. I don't think so. I just think they just wasted their time fighting each other. And then now it's time to fight other challenges, they're not as good because they've been fighting each other for so long. That's why Tyson Fury was talking about a fourth fight. Maybe a Wilder 4. Why would you want to fight Wilder again? That's just, at this point, that would be no different from him fighting a Derek Chisora. Okay? Johnny Wilson coming in with another $2 love, the second contribution. Let me give that like to Johnny Wilson. Boom. Counterpunch to you, my brother. Appreciate the love in the building. But understand this, people. Between Loma, and I'm excited to talk about lightweights again. You listen, I'm going to tell you guys. You guys know me as the heavyweight guy. I'm a heavyweight. But I love all of boxing. Okay? You guys have to remember something. My channel started off the back of Floyd Money Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. At that time, we didn't have heavyweight stardom like we do now. We had middleweights and welterweights. We had guys like that kept boxing alive. We had Floyd Money Mayweather. We had Manny Pacquiao. You know, guys like Sugar Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas. Those guys were long gone by that time. They were gone. They were no longer in business. I think Shane fought too long. Shout out to Shane Mosley. Please subscribe to his channel. He just started a new podcast. I think Shane Mosley should have started a podcast years ago. He would have been a lot farther. Him, Carl Froch, a lot of these guys are now starting Sean Porter, you know what I mean? They're starting podcasts now, you know? BMW parts too expensive. Yes, they are. But it's still a good car. Bars. I thought Loma came on too late to get the W, but I only watched live. I watched him again since everybody says Loma won. Lomachenko and Devin Haney, for you guys that don't know, that was a politicianal decision. The decision of politics played a very huge part in that fight. Why? Because with as far as Lomachenko, we don't know what Loma's going to do from fight to fight. As far as Devin Haney being 23 years of age, we know Devin Haney's going to stay around for quite some time. And he's a young growing boy. So not only can the network make money off of him, they can make money off of him in different weight classes. And see, I think what's behind a lot of these decisions, it don't be the judges or the promoters a lot of times. I think they play a hand in it. But hear me out, people. I think that the sanctioning bodies are behind a lot of this shit as well. You have to think about that fight. That fight involved all four major sanctioning bodies: the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, the WBC. Full package, because remember Devin Haney, when he beat Kambosos, he became the undisputed champion at 135. Then he fought Loma for undisputed. So it meant everything for that fight. So I think what happened, these organizations was like, look, let's do this, okay? Lomachenko's 35. What the hell? Devin Haney's not even 25. Come on. Loma would have to stop Devin Haney that day to win that fight. He wouldn't have won that fight. I'm sorry. It wouldn't have happened. Tank will school Ben. That's easy work. I still want to see it. Tank should grow a pair and start unifying for once in his life. 29 years of old and not unified once his career, and we have Bam Rodriguez, and he unified at the age of 23. Be like Bam. Well, here's the thing. Davis don't have to be like Bam. That's some of the entitlement of these guys with good promoters. If you're a promoter like Floyd, Money Mayweather, if he's not making you do certain things, and I don't think honestly Floyd wants Tank to be like the new or the how the old Adrian Broner used to be. You remember when Adrian Broner was coming, just swiping, just going through 130, 135, 140, 147? He stormed through those weight classes. He had Floyd hating on him. He had Floyd hating on him. You know, I'm just calling it a buck. Hold on a second. And all right. One of the things that makes your channel great is you answer people member or not. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, you know? What would make the channel great? Man, here's my goal here for the new channel. Or my new goal for the channel, because it ain't new. This channel is not new. It's 9 years old. Okay. I would love for everyone to become a member. That way, when everyone becomes a member, that shows that you support me, that shows that you care to support the channel, and I can put more passion into member videos versus, you know, and then because monetization is one thing, but memberships are another. So I would rather if you member, that's why members only I don't have them monetized. Monetization means nothing to the members because the members are already showing me love. So I don't need to double dip with that. You know what I mean? You know, unless it's a live or something like that, that's different. But if it's a video and if it's just content like I make, you guys know I make content up the wazoo. I would love for people to become a member. You know, I think like the lowest tier is like $1.99. You know, I would love to have 3,000 members, 4,000 members or plus, you know, and I think I'm going to make another tier, just like a 99-cent one. Why not? You know, so 99 cents is way less than a cup of coffee. So yeah, that would be dope if we had members and people that, you know, just supported the channel like that. That would be great. I would love that. You know, then I could do more member stuff than just actual content. I will do the content anyway because I'm not a slouch. But it would be like more like 50-50, like 50% memberships and then another 50% just normal content with everyday stuff that goes on to the sport of boxing, the sport that I love, that I hate so much, right? That would be dope. You're right. I've been rocking with you for 8 years. I'll become a member soon. Psycho Crusher with the wrench. Hey man, that's love. Appreciate you, my brother. Kurt, but Loma's country was at war, so he should have gotten the decision versus Haney, right? Anthony Schultz, great counterpunch. Bro, you know what? Anthony Schultz. I screenshotted that because I wanted to remember. I'm going to make a video on that tomorrow. Great point. See, here's the thing. They don't care about the war. I mean, they care. Can't say they don't care. But the war will never be a reason why somebody wins. You know what I mean? That's just like, let's go back in time. You know, like back in time. Let's look at the Hitler. Let's look at Max Schmeling versus Joe Louis. Max Schmeling and the Nazis, yeah, they were up and coming, sure. But they lost. You know? Yeah, he knocked out Joe Louis. Joe Louis held his left down too far, and he chinned him with a right hand. And he wasn't even a Nazi. Poor bastard. But I mean, that didn't stop Hitler from praising him, did it? You know? Karl Froch was a great fighter. You want to deal with the Cobra? The Cobra lad. I had 70,000 plus at Wembley. How much did pay-per-view cost tonight? $79.99. $79.99 for this fight, man. $79.99 for this fight, man. And it cost you guys $20 in the UK? That's right. It's to some point because Canelo versus Bivol, they didn't pay him because he was Russian. Yeah, that sucked. They didn't pay that man for a long time. I think his purse was like $5 million. Imagine you fight somebody and win. You beat the champion. You beat the undisputed super middleweight champion. And they don't want to pay him. And you know, Bivol ain't no politician. Why y'all doing him like that? Yeah. Two boys look just like him too. That's right, to some point, because okay, yeah, got that one. Canelo wasn't eager for a rematch either. No, he wanted the rematch to be at 168. And Bivol, no, was it? No, he wanted it to be at 175, and Bivol wanted it to be at 168 because he's like, well, if I'm gonna fight Canelo, and you guys y'all put my belt up for the 175 for the WBA in, because that's he's the belt holder. So if I did that for y'all couldn't do that for me. You know what I mean? Canelo didn't want to give up those belts because there was no guarantee he was going to beat Bivol, and Bivol came down to become a super middleweight champion. And understand, if that fight would have actually taken place, that David Benavidez could have fought Bivol at 168 for all the marbles. So Canelo was like, no, I'm not losing everything that I fought for. I'm not doing that. He's not doing that at all. Tom S. coming in with that. Duh. He says, hey, Kurt, thought I would help out. Always enjoy your content. All the best to you. Appreciate the love. Tom S. in the building. Coming in with that bless in the building. Counterpunch. Bars. Much love, man. Much love. But yes, Loma either wins all 12 or versus Tank or Loma could stop him. No, I think what'll happen is Loma could beat him in 12 rounds if the way he fights. Or Loma or Tank would stop Loma. Now Tank, look, Loma ain't beyond getting knocked out. Come on, don't get it twisted. Kurt, the folks gotta start rocking the CPTS. Step your game up. Yeah, man, I get them out. I get them out. I gotta get an account with Spring Tees, so get an online store going. You're right. I gotta step that up. I'm gonna get that done this at some point this summer, or a little bit after when I finish this show. Cause see, I'm on location, man. I'm working. So Monday early morning, I hit it again. This production's no joke, man. I woke up at like 11 something. Like 11 something. Dude, I was out. Carl Froch beat back-to-back champions. Taylor, Butte, knocked out, etc. Kurt, in other news, Subriel got exposed badly tonight. Subriel is a guy that likes the pressure. He's like another Kovalev. He's a guy that got a reputation for stopping people, and because he was the one that ultimately killed a guy in the ring. And then people really take that shit seriously, and it goes far on a reputation standards. But in overall boxing doesn't only involve fighting. See, Subriel expects everybody to mix it up with him. Like a Marvelous Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. He thought Sugar Ray Leonard was going to mix it up with him. No, he's not. He's not going to fight you, you dummy. He's going to box you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Diego Chico Corrales and Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather. Pretty Boy Mayweather wasn't going to trade with him. He's going to box and move. Box and move. Box and move again. Okay? I think these followers got to step their game up. To the t-shirts are fire. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, again, I have to get the online store. The access. I think the access is important. Because shout out to Lester's t-shirt company. It's in my hometown, and I like to support him because he's local. But he's getting older now. And since he's getting older, it takes him longer for him and his partner to do things. I like smaller items I'll do, but like if it's punctual, I need people to have access to go to the store and order it from Spring Tees. I think that's best because it's not fair to y'all based on what I'm trying to do to support someone else that is not able to carry the load of these orders. I've got people that want shirts from all types of inboxes on Counterpunch Boxing News, Kurt DeVille's fan page, Kurt DeVille's regular page, Instagram. Okay. So like I'm seeing a lot of these and when I get to them, it's already 2 or 3 months on. You want those shirts and you want it now. You don't want it when someone gets back to you in 2 or 3 months. That's just not fair to you guys. I'm not going to do that any longer. That's why I'm making the online store. Spring Tees in the building. So I'm pissed because it should have been T.O. exposing Subriel. Well, I mean, T.O. does what T.O. does. Him in with his my son father. Nobody has a punch hard enough to keep Tank off of them. Tank doesn't fear anything coming back at him. Smooth will. He doesn't fear anything coming back to him because he's fighting in a weight class that he's comfortable with taking these shots. Just like David Benavidez. And we've learned a lot about these fights. David Benavidez fought a guy and fought in a weight class for the first time ever. And he's seen firsthand, like, look, this shit's tiresome. Yeah, I've hit this dude everything in the kitchen sink. And he ain't buckled or ain't did anything since. Kurt, you want me to send you the artwork, the t-shirt, so you can read the description and give me... Yes, please. Yes, please do that, man. Please stop with the Tank and Crawford talk. Yeah, well, Tank is not going to go anywhere up near that. If he don't want to fight at 140, why is he even talking about Terrence Crawford? That's just retarded. Terrence Crawford ain't been at 140, and that's a fight that he ain't, the place that he won't even go. No, no thank you. Terrence Crawford, as you can remember, he claimed he had problems making weight too at 147, so what the hell he want to mess around with Tank for? It ain't the money, bro. He's got plenty of money, and he makes plenty of money, and he's made plenty of money. I think T.O. was going to fight him before he was honestly saying he's been overhyped and reasons why. You talking about Conor Beard versus T.O.? That'd be a good fight. Tank versus Inouye. No, Inouye's too small. See, that's that Floyd mentality shit. Oh, you need to get these fighters. You need to get these fighters at 122, 126. You need to tell them to come up to 130, and we'll have a super fight. Knowing damn well those guys are ballooned up in weight because he's knocked a few of them out. Just for target practice, man. Kurt, I would like to see Benavidez take on Whitaker. Whitaker ain't ready yet. He's flashy, he's daring, but he's not ready yet. I'm sorry. He's not. You know, it could be interesting, though. I'd pay. No. He just doesn't feel comfortable up there. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You know, what do you want from me? What do you want from me, Mike? So, no, man, good fights. We learned a lot about David Benavidez. He has to work. I think he needs to work on his conditioning. And for Tank Davis, there's a reason, besides his big-ass head, that's why his mom named him when he was going to preschool. Tank. Besides that, he has a tank for fist as well. And he knows how to get the job done. Right? Benavidez not ready for Whitaker. I'm happy for both David and Gvozdyk. David tested a new division, and Gvozdyk had a good account of himself into retirement. Well, he may retire again after that loss. That was a decent Floyd impression. I don't think Tank should be up there, even though we're not seeing eye to eye right now. I don't think he should be there. I see Tank versus heavyweight. He's got a great chance. Versus heavyweight, dude. I'm like Mike Tyson. Stop. He whooped a crackhead. He ain't whooped no real heavyweight. Wilder says he's not retiring. Well, good for him. When did he say that? Andre Van Ruyen. Send me a link with that on it. I can't wait to hear that. I didn't even realize Gvozdyk threw like 200 more punches. Well, I mean, he threw a lot of shots to try to set up shots. And that didn't help him too much, no? No. So, man, this has been a great night of boxing. Almost 4 hours in the chat. We've seen two good fights, both wins, both how it's supposed to go. The PBS can go, I told you so. Bars. But God bless you guys. Have a great weekend. I will start with the recaps. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.